We experience a lot of different events each year, but there's nothing like E3. And it's always so much better when we get to share it together. It might sting when announcement after announcement gets leaked days or hours before they're supposed to happen. But no matter who reveals what, we're here to celebrate the joy that comes from getting a glimpse at the next few incredible years in video games. We're anticipating the return of our favorite franchises and the seemingly infinite possibilities of the next generation. And nothing will hold back our hype. All week, we'll be broadcasting from our new studio, reacting to the major conferences, playing the biggest games, and sharing it all with you. So thanks for watching, and happy E3 2019.
Hello, everybody. We're live. Welcome to E3. Welcome to EA Play, technically. Technically, E3 doesn't start until Tuesday. We are Easy Allies. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, joined by Michael Huber.
Hello.
Kyle Bossman.
Hello.
And Michael Damiani.
Buck Bumble.
Buck Bumble.
Buck Bumble. Did that leak?
What is this Buck Bumble thing you keep going off about?
So,
Just rumors.
No,
just rumors.
rumors at Buck Bumble?
Just,
Kyle,
just whispers.
No, Kyle.
Okay.
I had not heard the theme song ever before until last night or 2 nights ago when our chat introduced it to me. So for 21 years, I did not know this awesome song. And I am blown away by how good it is.
Got it.
It's never too late.
So good.
So for a quick rundown for today, we're starting off with EA Play. They do not have a press conference this year, but they are doing live streams. We don't exactly know the format of these is going to be. We'll just have to see how they run them. So they're going to be doing 9:30 starts off with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Then 10 o'clock is Apex Legends. And then 10:30 is Battlefield 5. And then we've just started talking about potentially rolling over to Mario Maker 2 right after that at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
See what that Mario Maker 2 stream's all about. And then we'll probably be offline for a little bit until the Smash Brothers tournament later on today at 2. So kind of a warm-up day, lighter day. We're not wearing too fancy of clothes yet.
Day zero.
Day 0 was yesterday for me.
Day zero.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we went by old game trailer standards, which only counted the actual days, the 1, 2, 3, we'd be like on what, -3,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Monday
day
would be
negative
day
2.
0. So Sunday would be
Negative
day
2.
-1, just be day -2. I will.
Clawing our way up.
Yeah. What do you think we're going to see with Star Wars Jedi Fallen
So, like,
Order?
I'm straight out, I'm bummed it's only a half hour. I thought they were going to blow these things
Yeah.
out. I thought it would get treehouse level chunks of games.
A minimum of an hour, right?
Yes,
At
yeah,
least. Give it the
exactly, yeah.
respect it deserves, but 30 minutes seems a little rushed.
30 minutes, so what if it's all killer, no filler?
I mean, like, they have Greg Miller hosting, right? So they have a host for that half hour, which means I'm going to have to hear more talking than I would like.
Yeah.
I would love for just a half hour of game.
You're so right, Kyle.
You know, it's just...
Well, I think, I think the thing that kind of sets it up in the making it feel weirder is that it's the same time given to updates to Apex and Battlefield.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of a weird space, but we've never seen the game before. They showed. Do you see the teaser? The little like 5-second thing.
Okay, so I saw a droid come up on a shoulder.
Yep.
And then I saw our main character climbing a metal grate.
Yep.
What was this?
It was a little Twitter video they put out the tease the other day.
And I think the climb was part of. We saw the sequence where he's like wall running. I think it's part of that whole sequence. I think we're
Okay.
going to see that in the demo today.
Okay.
Got it. The droid BD1, I found his name, very much reminded me of a parrot, because he's on your shoulder while you're climbing as well, and you had that shot before where like just goes up your arm and gets on your shoulder. So
Bipedal, right?
Yeah.
Just going to like just walk around. Okay.
Mark II. Mark IV?
Mark 4.
Mark IV.
Mark 4.
Guns of the Patriots.
Oh,
okay, got it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whispers I heard we're comparing combat to 2 significant games as inspiration.
Okay.
What do we think those games are? I'm thinking For Honor
And Buck Bumble.
And Buck Bumble. Yes. I'm thinking For Honor
I'm
and maybe
thinking-
a little God of War.
I think
War,
very
for
God
sure.
of War.
Okay.
God of War,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes, because God of War and Buck Bumble are very similar. Yes.
Because we have Stig Asmussen on the team,
Yep.
director, right? Like, please be God of War.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
lean in.
Yeah, I was taking some notes, looking through things that we've already knew about Star Wars. Well, last year is when they like really first talked about. I mean, they talked that they were in development for a long time, but last year they revealed the name from the crowd.
Yeah.
Weird moment. Andrea Ray talking to Vince, sounding like a grandma the way he was describing the game. It was like, "Oh,
Wow.
it's not a nice time. It's a dark time." You know.
Shots.
It was just a really funny quote, dude.
Okay.
It's so funny to listen to the way he said that.
I gotta go back.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
got-
check the tape.
Roll the tape.
Yeah.
Roll a clip. Grab a clip.
Yeah.
And then, but that was about it. And then we had the Star Wars Celebration, where we first, before even that, learned no microtransactions. That was one of the biggest things they hyped up before that reveal.
Absolutely.
But they've talked about being a narrative adventure. They talked about the release date, November 15th. So it's coming up like is that about the same time as Death Stranding? Are they
And
right on
Shenmue
top of each
3.
other?
It is the
Pokemon.
same
And
days
Pokemon.
Sword and
Pokemon,
Shield.
Shenmue, Star Wars,
Good
and
grief,
yeah,
November.
it's nuts.
And I
Death
think Death Stranding is before that.
yeah,
Okay.
crazy month.
Kojima is a genius.
Look out.
He knew better.
But we're playing as Cal Kestis, who is played by Cameron Monaghan, who's
Hell
really
yeah.
funny for me and Uber, having watched Gotham.
Hell yeah, my man.
Because he's just like a total crazy bad guy. And it's like, oh, like we're supposed to feel good about this guy. And like even the box art, man. I still see that box art and like I don't know. Should we trust him?
Making me uneasy.
I mean, is that like, is there a potential then that our character freaks out and becomes a bad guy?
I mean,
His-
his mission
his
is
acting is
supposedly
capable.
to like restore the Jedi Order. He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
We know that.
He does not succeed.
There's also a dude on the cover with a double-bladed lightsaber. Got me hyped.
Double bladed.
They released the box art.
Yeah.
It's a generic, to be fair, it's like a generic looking expanded universe, like Sith dude with like a Imperial looking
Oh, a
mask.
Sith dude. Okay.
But he
Oh.
has a double bladed lightsaber.
I think
Got
that's
me
the hunter.
amped.
I think that's like the main
Yeah.
hunter.
Is that the second sister?
Will the
Yes.
hunter
Okay.
be a character from the prequel trilogy?
No.
No,
takes
they've
the
already.
mask off.
Like
they've
it's a
already
brand new.
shown
They were
her,
super
yeah.
stoked
For
at,
sure.
at the Star Wars Celebration. They're just like, we're super excited to
Yeah.
announce a character who has appeared in many of the comics already, like that kind of thing.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they have
Hunter.
said that
A lot of hunters.
they have said he's a Padawan. He didn't complete his training,
How could he?
so I think that's part of
So,
the whole
Pretty old Padawan.
upgrade system. That sounds kind of Metroidvania-ish because they say it's not open world, but that you will get new powers and you can go back to places you've already been to explore new paths.
And that we'll have a spaceship then. There's a
Yeah,
a point
maybe.
in the trailer where he does uncover a spaceship, so obviously we'll have a spaceship.
Yeah, because they have talked about there being multiple worlds, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going to go
Yeah.
back to play,
So like
you've
Ratchet
got to
and
have a way
Clank
to
style.
get around freely.
Yes.
Ratchet and Clank vibes.
Man, that's pretty exciting. I love that. I love seeing like some dumb big door that I can't open and
Yeah.
then like getting access to just like some cool like boulder
Yes.
hover move and just like shove the boulder inside. Yeah.
It sort of sounds like your lightsaber might be upgradable somehow too.
Strongly hinted at. Yes. Yeah.
Double
yeah.
bladed.
There you go.
You're not gonna
Do it.
I don't think you'll get double bladed, dude. It's simply not practical.
The website actually uses the term lightsaber combat forms.
Cool. Oh, so I wonder if we can do like
Yeah,
that Obi-Wan
different
thing.
stances,
Obi-Wan's.
yeah.
Yeah, stances. That's what I was thinking.
Heck yeah.
Like something that's a little bit more elegant versus something that's more brute force. Or
You know you're a dork if you do the Count Dooku lightsaber.
Yeah.
why are you a
what is
dork?
that?
That's just like it's a real dorky way to make your lightsaber curve, dude.
Yeah. What's the
intimidation
practical
factor.
function?
Is it
there?
intimidation?
Yeah,
Were
because
you
you're
ever-
wondering like why is it like that? Like
know-
what is he gonna do? What crazy thing is he gonna do because of that?
Was there ever a moment you were worried about Count Dooku?
I thought he would throw it really well.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna do. Yeah, he's gonna do some crazy maneuver that you've never seen before. Well, otherwise, why would you do that?
There's got to be a reason here.
it's for the love, man.
the website also mentions companions, not by name, but they say there is a Jedi Knight. and there is a prickly pilot. So there's
Love
that
a
ship
prickly
again.
pilot.
Gotta have a prickly pilot.
Got to.
And then the fearless droid, which I think is our BD
You're
one,
a
a little
pirate. You're a
parrot
pirate.
droid.
Yeah.
Some of the environments they tease are ancient forests, windswept cliffs, and Huber, get this, haunted jungles.
Haunted
Haunted
jungles.
Force
Jungles.
Ghost Jungles.
Haunted.
Dude, everything that's been said is getting me more and more hyped. Everything.
So, yes, I'm expecting this to be. Oh, and the other thing that's weird is they've already kind of said that like they're at this point they're not planning on DLC. So in addition to the microtransactions, they're like looking at this as a complete story.
I like that.
This is to me the beginning of a trilogy.
Right.
This is like, yeah, for sure. Any DLC efforts just going into the sequel. They're already planning what the second game is, and they have a rough idea of when they want to launch it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's that kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then supposedly it's on Unreal Engine, so we won't have these frostbite headaches thrown in there.
That's right. Because
Yeah.
Respawn doesn't care. Respawn doesn't care. They're willing to do whatever they want with their engines. That's crazy.
Chill.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Any speculation here?
I think we're getting like a Ubisoft style gameplay slice, like Assassin's Creed, how they do. Just
Oh, yeah,
like
just
here's
drop
a
us in.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's
drop
like
us
a
in one
6
moment.
minute uncut like part of the game.
culminating with that kill at the end.
Yeah. If I don't see lightsaber combat today, I'm gonna be really upset.
How long do you think it'll be into that video when we'll see the lightsaber drawn?
Hopefully, like the end is a little like duel or a skirmish or a kill or something. Like, give
I
me,
would think we'd
give
see
me
the
10
lightsaber
seconds.
throughout.
It will be 9:38
Okay.
Okay.
a.m. when we see the lightsaber pulled out.
Okay.
Okay.
Because like that's got to be a big moment in the game, right? So, do you want to spoil that moment? Like when
You
he
have
gets
to.
the lightsaber?
You have to
You gotta
because
spoil something.
Yeah.
it sounds like that's their entire combat. It
Yeah.
sounds like that's
You
the-
gotta show it.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, there'll probably be like some walking, some dialogue. Then some people like draw weapons on you, and it's like that's it. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Probably just some parrying.
Yeah, I hope he's using like a blaster in the beginning for a while, and then like a Sith or something comes.
Yeah,
He busted out of nowhere.
I hope the demo like starts slow, like we are trying to lay low.
Yeah.
And then as Damiani said, it's just like, oh, okay, it's going down.
Yeah.
My
It's like
cover's blown.
Something goes wrong, and it's
Yeah.
like okay, we got to deal with this now.
I'd actually love to see some time spent maybe out of the demo on the skill tree. I just love seeing stuff like that. I love seeing how we'll actually upgrade our character.
Will we see a weapon wheel?
Yes. Will we
Yeah.
see?
Well, we should see whatever those combat forms are.
Yeah.
Right. Whether that's something that you change to on the fly, like Devil May Cry, or whether that's some kind of upgrade path on the
Yeah.
lightsaber.
And so it is like we don't know exactly what they'll mean yet because like, hey, Devil May Cry has red orbs, right? So does God of War. Like I don't imagine us cutting down a stormtrooper and red orbs coming out of them. So I wonder if they're gonna do experience points. I wonder how we're gonna get like credits.
Midichlorians. You slice them and you suck
just
them
see
in.
them and you
Yeah, you're like Shang
Yeah.
Tsung soul sucking him out. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
I'd be down with that
Perfect.
actually. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
I want them. Yeah, there better be a counter of midichlorians. Yes.
Huber, I feel like you've got to carry the second half of this. What are you thinking out of Apex
Dude, Apex.
Season 2?
Would love. I mean, the season 1 battle pass kind of launched with a whimper and didn't really grab a lot of players. I want to see that battle pass hyped up, good rewards, good like maybe new like types of challenges and stuff. Just new ways to engage with Apex Legends. Ready for a shakeup.
a new character for sure.
New
right?
character, at least one. New
They've
character.
only introduced one this whole time.
or two.
Just the
One
guy
or
who
two,
like
yeah.
injects himself.
Yeah.
Just that one guy.
Yeah, they need at least one more.
And what's crazy is when they were doing like the test plays, when they had the influencers come over and play, there were two characters at that point
Yeah.
who were unreleased.
Yeah.
And so there's
Oh, wow.
there's one person who's been nearly finished this whole time.
Yeah.
It's like time to drop that character.
Yeah.
You think he's just got like some weird ability that's like, nope, that doesn't work yet. Nope, keep balancing, keep tweaking.
I wonder if that's it, Blood. I wonder if it's honestly just like fighting it. Just like the balance is the hardest part. I wonder if it is that.
Yeah. Definitely harder when you have to manage characters with all varying abilities, you know? Mm-hmm. A lot harder to balance. But yeah, I'd love to see the battle pass. Like, really awesome.
I want to see something change in the map too.
Dude, yeah. I can't imagine them releasing another map.
No.
That seems impossible.
Right, but like you know, those creatures that are flying by the side, like maybe like one like crashes or one just like hangs out for most of the map.
Yeah.
And just like if you bother it enough, it'll like fly away. You know?
Yeah, I would
Just
love
something. Just something bizarre, dude.
like a new mode even. Like, give me a new mode.
Yeah.
Like, will we see a Titan?
There you go,
No.
Huber.
No. you
Will it
not see a
happen
Titan.
today?
You will
Please.
not.
Oh.
You will
Tease
not
it.
see a Titan.
That will get me excited, Huber.
Yeah.
At
I'll
best,
be with you at that point. I'll be
Yeah.
like, let's
Day
yes,
one.
Here
Minute
we go.
one.
Here we go.
like maybe the Titan pilot mask at best, but I don't see it.
You don't think even like a mode where like a Titan drops in and like you guys have got
Yeah, limited time mode or
Thanos,
something.
baby.
No,
Yeah.
I do not want any of our viewers to raise their expectations that high.
True. I would love to see the character from Titanfall be the character, though. Like the
From
additional character.
Titanfall 1 or Titanfall 2?
Whatever. Like two.
Make it, yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Cooper.
Jack Cooper.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
just like a Titanfall pilot. Like a
Jack
generic
Cooper.
pilot guy.
Battlefield 5, Huber. They've talked a lot about stuff coming up.
With the time control. I mean, I guess they kind of
Oh,
already have
yes,
that.
that's the game.
Yeah.
They just introduced that gameplay mechanic.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Jumping between time. The map has a
Oh,
pass.
okay, we got our pre-show starting.
That's such a sick idea. And being able to like control
Yes.
time elements and stuff like that.
Oh. Oh.
Are lined up. The doors are almost open. This is EA
This is good
Play.
stuff.
What's
Yeah.
up,
These guys
everybody?
look
This
good.
is
Greg
this is
Miller, and
hilarious.
we
They're
are
scrambling.
doing things a little bit differently this
actor
year.
workmen.
Instead of one giant show, you are getting deep
dusting
dives
the
into
screen.
all the games you love every half
Sorry, Greg,
hour.
I'm
Now you
distracted
can
by
watch
the
them all.
environment.
You can tune in for your favorite games. You can
This is
turn it
pretty
off right
impressive.
now. But I wouldn't suggest
Free
it.
walking
one
in
shot,
today.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
like
Star
this
Wars
is like
Jedi
not
John
on a
Wick
stage,
shot.
sitting
Apex
comfortably.
Legends,
They're
Battlefield
passing it off
5,
here.
FIFA 20,
got
Madden
a teleprompter
20,
above
and
the
The Sims.
camera.
That's 6 shows, people. We still got to get this stage
Shudder it.
ready
Shudder
and
it.
run through all the content we're revealing. So get excited, because we've got more gameplay than ever. Tell them, Golden Boy.
I'll be bringing you Apex Legends Season 2 reveals, including a
quality.
new
Yo,
weapon, a
next
new
year,
battle pass,
E3,
and
we're the allies. We
revealing
could
a
have
new
like us
legend
in
live
multiple
on
rooms,
stage.
locations.
Rank quickly. What does Madden
So Huber, Apex
Gameplay,
Legends.
Greg.
Okay, I'm quick, but not that quick.
Okay, well, we've got an
I'm here in the
exclusive first
kitchen
look
making
at
a whole pot of
gameplay.
coffee.
Dive into X Factor abilities, face of the franchise. We got Patrick Mahomes throwing sidearm. We got some Deadeye thing. We got Ray.
Too long. Now Freeman, Hardy, Battlefield 5 news.
Cuts.
We've got
These are
loads
good.
of
Yeah,
it.
they shot
Brand
this
new
already.
maps
They have.
and
Yeah,
of
this is
course some new
pre-recorded, right?
I think this is
updates
totally
revealed
live.
too.
And even more surprises at the end when
Because
we
the edits are too
reveal.
sharp.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
And Freeman, you might want to touch yourself up too. Golden Boy, we're back to you. FIFA 20, talk to me.
Yeah, they're still setting
FIFA
up.
dropped
This
their
is
reveal
over.
trailer this morning announcing Volta Football. Later today, I'll have all the new details on FIFA 20,
just
and
really
some
shattered
very
my,
special guests will give you even more info
Yeah, no,
on Volta.
it's not as impressive anymore.
That's
Reality
good.
stuff.
I think
Also, you
the-
should call
the-
your
the
mom
brightness,
more often.
too.
I mean, it has
Like,
nothing to do with
it's
FIFA
super
20,
bright,
but it's
and
just good advice for you and
I'm not
everyone
sure if
watching.
it'll be that
Okay,
bright yet,
now Julia,
but
you're also hosting The
be making
Sims.
that up.
Tell me what you've got in 3 words.
Brand new pack reveal.
That's 4
Sims
words.
4
Now
hype.
win me
He
back by
might-
telling
you
me
think
what you
he
have
might
in
be
store
live,
for
or-
Star Wars Jedi Fallen
Or
Order.
maybe they shot
you
him this
asking
morning
me?
because there are
It's your
different times of
show.
day here.
Right, we have 15
tracking the sun,
minutes
bud?
of exclusive.
God.
Look at the shadows.
And
Look
I'm
at the
so excited.
It may have
to
been,
sit
I mean,
down
it was a
with
little
Vince and
overcast today,
find out
honestly,
all
on the
about
drive
Star
over.
Wars game. But ladies and gentlemen,
But I think he might have been
this is
this
it.
morning,
We
and the
are
rest of them
mere
were shot earlier.
minutes away, folks. This is your last chance. Grab
And
that
yeah, I
drink,
mean, it's heavily
grab a
scripted,
snack,
too. They're
adjust your
they're
chair to the
throwing some
perfect
good
degree
jokes
you
out
want,
there.
because EA Play starts soon. All right, guys, this is it.
Start
I-
soon feels
They
so
can be
weird.
organized.
He didn't want
now.
to. He didn't
Doing a
want to
great
take
job, Brett.
Keely's
All right, you take 5.
Well,
spotlight
this
there.
was-
Hey, guy.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Probably.
2 minutes. What's the next 13 minutes?
Oh yeah, like
just
it's
a
like
countdown
overcast
now.
right now. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was not. Yeah, that's not live.
And there are people everywhere.
Yeah. And there are people everywhere.
And, oh, this is cool. If you see Brad or Jones,
Right?
Are they going to be sitting on those cubes?
I don't know.
No, they're gonna be
They'll be
playing.
sitting on a cube somewhere.
Be on the lookout.
Will they? All right. Make it a game. Spot Jones.
Anyway,
Okay.
Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they put out a press release earlier this week with lots of stuff that they're
Yes.
gonna be doing, kicking off.
Yes.
2 new 64-player maps.
Yes.
Chapter 4.
Yes.
What do you want to say about it?
So the number one thing that has prevented me from continually or continuously? What's the word there?
Continuously.
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 Just merge them. Merge them, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. From playing Battlefield 5 are the lack of new maps. So they just announced like a ton of maps are coming over the next few months.
What's a ton of maps? What is
Like,
a ton?
It sounds like 4.
It sounds like 4 new maps, which
Okay.
is a lot.
A genuine effort. Yeah,
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Over the coming months, which is really, really good. That's the best news possible. And it looks like we're going to the Pacific. Japan
that tease at
and
the
U.S.
end.
soldiers,
Yep.
Pacific-themed maps.
Okay.
So definitely a different vibe, like jungle, water.
That's got to be like
Yeah, that's-
chapter 5 or something, right? Because they haven't talked about
yeah, it's-
those. They just teased it at the end.
Yeah.
What they did talk about, they talked about a big map in North Africa. And then they talked about another map in Greece. And then Lofoten and Operation Metro coming later.
The Operation Metro like vibes, right? It's like similar.
No, it's called. Oh
Action?
no, it's inspired by
Inspired
Operation
by-
Metro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Underground.
Yeah.
Operation Underground. Is the new
Operation
one.
Metro, infamous Battlefield 3 map. You would go underground into the subway.
Whoa.
And it would honestly, every match would just devolve into like 32 on 32 in a dark subway corridor, just shooting each other nonstop. Just out of control.
No rockets.
Battlefield 3, I think there were explosions everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Chaos. Yeah, absolute chaos.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, looking up, Firestorm just released. Hopefully they do something cool with that as well. I don't know, but new maps for and a new theater of war is really the best you could hope for Battlefield 5.
Well, then what's Chapter 4?
This is like the ongoing
Yeah.
seasons. It's a season.
Oh,
Season
so it's
4.
not story stuff at
No,
all.
no, no.
Oh,
Got it. Got
right.
it.
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was worried their
They-
story is still going.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The
too.
way it's structured is like each season is kind of retelling World War II in a way, so you're kind of replaying
why we're going to
battles.
Japan?
Exactly, because
Gotcha.
like they entered the war later on, the U.S. and stuff. So
Sure.
Okay.
it's kind of going through the time period. Yep, pumped.
Yeah, dude. I actually don't think they'll show a ton of Battle Royale. I think it's not their strength.
Yeah, they got it out
Oh,
in a
yeah.
pretty quick time. You know, it seemed like a last minute add-on.
And it seems like not what Battlefield fans wanted anyway. I think it was designed to attract new people, and like those new people didn't come for that.
Yeah,
But who knows?
yeah, and they
Did
just
you put more time into that? I mean, we played it on the
a
stream.
bit more,
but,
yeah. I haven't really been keeping up with either that or Apex or Fortnite over the last couple months. I've kind of been off the Battle Royale train for a little bit, but little check-ins here and there. Yeah, and they just shut down like two modes in Battlefield 5, which like upset a lot of
Wait,
people.
shut down modes.
Yeah, they
what
got
happened?
They
rid
like
of.
cycle them, right?
Yeah, they got rid of. I'm forgetting the name of them right now, but they got rid of 2 modes that like don't have a lot of players, but the people that play them really love them.
Okay.
So it's just like their reasoning was to like get rid of them, so then more people would play the more popular modes like Conquest and stuff.
Okay.
But it's like just let people play what they want to play, even if like a couple hundred people or a couple thousand people.
I thought the strategy was to get people to play the less popular modes.
Yeah.
they got rid of 2 less popular modes to
Got
like
it.
funnel people over
Probably
to.
want to like maintain those, but it's interesting
Yeah,
that they couldn't
got it,
come up with a way to like do like weeklies or something to promote people
Right.
to like go into those modes.
Yeah,
like, get them more
limited
active, like
time.
rejuvenate them, like make
Yeah.
like worthwhile rewards
Totally.
to jump back into that. And they just did they say if they'll ever consider bringing them back, or they're just
They're like, yeah,
mum
they're
on
just
it?
gone for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
They're on loop,
yeah.
but gone. Like you can't play the mode that you love when
Yeah.
you load up the game.
Yeah, was there
I think
anything
that's
tied to
what's fun.
that you can't like get anymore or something like that? Or
The major difference was like one of the modes is really combat focused with no vehicles.
okay,
So it's kind of screwing over the people that wanted to play like a big infantry only game. You know, there's really no other way to kind of do that. You'd have to do either a smaller game or Conquest, which has vehicles.
okay.
So just, yeah, Battlefield 5, interesting place. Still ongoing, like still ironing out the kinks many months later, but they're putting in real effort, which is really all you can ask for, and they're giving new maps, but
How busy do you think the Anthem booth will be today?
Did
They
you
have
see
one.
an Anthem booth?
There's an Anthem booth.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's
Knowing-
interesting because
knowing
it's
past
completely off the
E3s,
list here.
Yeah.
knowing past E3s, there will be a line to play it. Straight up. There will be a
so
line.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
No reason for it.
Yep.
People are just, they can't get in other lines. They're like, fine, I'll just go play Anthem.
Yeah, there will be a line.
Well, yeah, the Fortnite booth was packed.
probably the
get
promise
free
of
stuff?
like
Yeah.
it's promise of
Yeah, I
sprays
think
and
there's some free
emotes.
I always find it
V-Bucks.
funny. Go to E3 to play something you could play at home.
Right. Well, yeah, Nintendo's had those once in a while too. I'm trying to think of an example, but I feel like every once in a while, like you'll get some game that's like this is out, dude.
Full disclosure, Easy Allies has no FIFA, Madden, or Sims experts.
You
Correct.
You reviewed The Sims, didn't you?
I reviewed The Sims
GT?
4 or 3. 4?
I think it was 4.
I think it was
We're still
4.
on 4.
Crazy.
We've been on 4 for a
And
while.
I
Yeah, how long have we
reviewed
been on 4?
Madden.
Because I was so confused. I thought we were going to get a 5, but...
No, just keep adding the 4, dude.
Just keep adding to 4.
Should just drop the 4 and just go back to calling it
Yeah,
The Sims.
at some point they should just do that.
But then you go through that annoying transition, like every time you have a new Sims where
they re-release all the same
you,
packs.
Yeah, you have Sims 5, and then it's like, wow, bare bones.
Yep.
It's like, oh, here's the apartment app, and here's the pets app again.
The Sims should just become a service. There you go.
Dude, The Sims 5 would get me hyped.
Would
I'm
it?
not even kidding
Yeah.
around right now. That sounds awesome. Sims, dude, I'm ready to go
What
back.
Kyle
to
does
The
not
Sims.
believe
what
it.
could
Brand new
What could it
Sims?
do now to get you excited? Like, what new things could they do?
Nothing, just a fresh start.
Okay.
I
Like,
feel
I'm down. I like The
I,
Sims.
I feel like anything you want from Sims 5 is in Sims 4 right now.
Yeah, but it's like old, you know? It doesn't have that
Like, better
zeitgeist
looking or
hype
something?
moment. Like, it's been out forever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go dip into The Sims 4.
I gotta
but if
say-
5 were to come, like, yeah.
I do love that it has its own block, man. Like,
Yeah.
people show up for The Sims. The Sims still has a fan base, and they're getting listened to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the developers care what those fans want, and they're adding the things that they want to the game. And, like, to me, yeah, I can't be cynical about The Sims right now because, like, it's a game that's surviving and thriving. You know, it's cool. We will not be streaming that, though.
No. Favorite job
No
every
interest.
time? Painter.
Painter?
Every
Why?
time.
Okay.
Because you can paint
Oh, in the
from
house?
home.
Cool.
You can hang them on the wall, or you can sell them for
Oh, you're
cash.
talking about like an artist,
the
painter,
job, yeah,
not
artist.
like painting houses.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what I was thinking
yeah.
at
Sorry,
first.
I was like,
Artist.
it's like, you're
Artist.
like, dude, do you like paint like
Painter.
cool designs on people's houses? Yeah.
That would be funny. Like you start off as just a regular house painter, and then you
Like,
become
you
like,
level
a
up.
graffiti artist.
Yeah.
And then you're doing giant murals.
Then you get to like big, like tall buildings. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Nah.
Sims 5.
I have a
let's
question.
go.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What do you think Andrew Wilson is going to be doing throughout the duration of this live stream?
Check-ins like backstage.
So, do you think we will see him?
He'll be
That's weird
there
because it feels
for
like
Star
there's
Wars.
still a main
Okay.
stage of some kind, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it
All
does
the
look
big
like
wigs.
stage, yeah.
Yeah.
All the bigwigs will be on stage.
I'm
for
gonna
Star
miss
Wars.
Andrew Wilson if he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a map because this looks like really clean and straightforward. And when I went there last year, it was just like, where is everything? They were like trying to point me at stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I felt I was in a bit of a
Like a
maze.
Disneyland brochure.
I'm a little confused, Blood, about where in LA they are.
They're at the Palladium. So this is all the Palladium's like back parking lot that they've just covered up with AstroTurf.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Palladium. Doesn't Iron Man use palladium in the first one?
Yes. It's for before he discovered vibranium, he uses
Yep.
palladium.
Yep.
Really surprised
Well
they're
done,
not
Kyle.
using this as an avenue whatsoever to announce something new outside of these 6 titles.
No announcements, dude.
Yeah,
Nothing. This is it.
they're all going to be updates to these existing
This
games.
is a lot
Well, that's why there's no
smarter.
press conference.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just interesting. I mean, I guess it's better to be straightforward about it. So you set They're doing this
Yeah.
because they want your expectations to be in check, obviously.
EA, I mean, we'd be
But I see
losing
that.
our minds.
I
right
see
now
that
for
stage though, and I'm
something.
like, someone at the end's gonna come out and be like, one more
One
thing.
last thing.
Everyone in the crowd is like
Yeah.
dancing. They're like moving like really fast.
Oh yeah,
and
their
it's
camera,
slow.
their like remote camera here is probably having a hard time.
Yeah, that's weird. I did want to see more EA originals. I'm bummed there's no EA originals block.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Sea of Solitude is there,
Yeah.
but we're not seeing it.
Show
Yeah.
that game.
Maybe Microsoft trailer.
Maybe, dude.
Trailer in
That
there.
would make me feel okay about it because
Yeah.
they give it a huge spotlight last year.
Actually, yeah, that's maybe EA saving announcement stuff for Microsoft's press
Yeah.
or other press conferences. Yeah, there you go.
These are like
Think
their
positive.
tent poles right here.
Yeah.
All of them. Star Wars in 2 minutes, guys. I'm
EA
feeling
announcement
it.
in
You're
the Square
getting
Enix press conference.
I mean, I expect them to double dip on Star Wars.
Alex Hunter in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my goodness.
Stop this. Cease this right now. We're not doing this.
They'd become quick friends. You know they would become quick friends.
So we all know we want that Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts, but not like this.
I just want to see lightsaber combat. That's it. That's all I'm hoping for
All
right
right,
now.
so 9:38 a.m. Mark it down.
Yeah, 8 minutes in, the lightsaber will be unleashed.
I'm putting it after 9:38. 1 Dawn Buck. Kyle, you in?
No, dude, that's not
One
fair.
Dawn Buck.
That's not fair.
Stop that. Stop that.
All right, I'll give you even
Give me
9
12
minutes.
minutes. Give me 12 minutes.
I'll give you 9.
Give me 9 after Greg stops talking.
Like once it cuts to the studio or the stage.
Once it cuts to the game.
No.
Yes.
If you cut to the game, then it's 8.
That's what I said. That's where
they caught the
9:38
camera.
comes from. Oh,
Well, it's talking, so
Prior
sorry.
to kicking off EA Play coming to you live
Right, you're
from
on.
Hollywood, California. Now we're
Give me
doing
nine.
things
Yeah,
a little bit
look at-
differently this
now
year.
he's live.
Instead of just one show,
The lighting's
you're
way
getting
different.
every half hour a deep dive into one of the games you love. You can watch them all. You can turn off the stream right now. You can tune in for just your favorites. But
All right,
we
we'll
have
take
a
you
ton
up
of
on that.
gameplay For you.
See you
See you all
Next
later.
segment, bring a new
We'll
weapon,
be back.
a new mode, a new battle pass, and even a new legend. Battlefield 5 has
we
tons
go.
of new
New
maps
mode,
to
new
show off.
battle pass,
Plus
that's
some
New
everything
legend,
we asked
yeah,
for.
yeah.
FIFA 20 has a
Perfect.
brand new way to
Thanks,
play,
Greg.
plus a bunch
Do you think it would be a
of
big
game
deal
updates
if the
you've been shouting
lightsaber
for.
sound
Back
effect when it
20's got
powers on is
gameplay pack
different?
deep dives into all
Better
new
be the same.
features,
A
including
unique
those awesome
new
new
noise.
X-Factor
Would that be like a
abilities.
headline?
And The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack, along with a few new surprises. And of course, in just a few moments, I'll be kicking things off with the latest on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, including 15 minutes
Like
of
something
world
like
premiere,
liquidy
never-before-seen exclusive gameplay. So get ready, because EA Play starts now.
he did it. Starts right now.
Did you say
Yeah,
right?
it's
He said now. He didn't do it
inappropriate.
right now. But yeah, he did the pause. The
Right
Keely
now
pause.
is Lights-
That
Does that
lightsaber.
count? It doesn't count.
That's all. That's all stuff from the reveal trailer.
Okay. Let's break my
What's up, EA Play? How are you,
people there, man.
Los Angeles? Come on, Hollywood. That's
Okay,
what
so
I
this
like
means
to hear.
stage.
What's up, my fellow Jedi?
Brad and
I'm
Jones.
Greg Miller, and today we're talking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We've been waiting so. You know what? We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah. We've been waiting so long for details on this game. I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA? And we're finally here to help us get things started. We've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig. Come on!
Started. Let's go.
Started, dude.
This is the moment, dude. Let's do it.
Get in there. How you doing? Goodness. Give me the hug, Vince. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Vince did not like
That was
He's
like,
nervous.
That was a
Please
one-way
keep it
hug.
going.
He's
They're
really
making a Star
nervous.
Wars game.
Do you think he's nervous, dude?
I don't know. That
Guys,
lack of wanting the hug.
welcome to
felt
EA
like
Play.
because he was all business.
Thank you.
Okay.
What
a great
welcome.
ready.
How are you
Wasn't
feeling
probably
right now?
not
No
rehearsed.
pressure. You're just
His
about
body,
to announce
both their body
maybe
language
one
now
of the
does
biggest,
not
if not the
exude
biggest games of your
nervousness to
lives.
me.
I'm gonna let Stig
Stig
answer this
knows
one.
he'd
You're
nail it.
supposed to answer this one.
Off script.
So
Oh
awesome.
yeah, we're totally off script.
It's
They
so-
gave me cards. That was the dumb
officially off
idea.
script.
Nobody cared.
It's so awesome to be here. I mean, it's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah, this is something that Stig and I have been envisioning for years, to see it come to life and be able to show you guys 15 minutes of gameplay today.
Okay.
Uncut.
yeah, I was.
We have a 30-minute time block.
sorry.
Here, cut it in half.
Yeah.
It's going to
We
be
got a lot
a
of
lot
talking. We got a lot of
for
talking.
somebody
Half of
watching
this
right
is
now
me
who's just a
talking.
FIFA
Well, let me
fan.
get
They don't
into
know
the
anything.
philosophy zone.
What is
Okay.
happening? What is this game all about,
Here
Vince?
we go.
This is a single-player action-adventure game set
Well, write
post.
this down.
Oh,
Some
yeah?
new stuff.
They're not dead, everybody!
Set post Order 66 after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, like, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited.
3 hours, that's it.
We had one of our star players,
Play a
Blair,
10-hour game.
over there.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're going to see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times. 2 or 3, Blair? 2 or 3? Yeah.
2 or 3 dozen.
It takes place on Kashyyyk, which
Okay.
is the Wookiee planet.
Of course.
And Cal's on a mission to
Okay.
restart the Jedi Order.
The
and it
director
takes
is
him here to
furious, the
Kashyyyk.
live director.
And the
Was waiting
Wookiees
to
have
get
been
that shot of
enslaved
the
by the
person who's playing
Empire,
the
who's
demo.
basically siphoning the planet for all its
Guy's
resources
like, I'm ready.
to build up the Imperial war machine.
Got it. All right, so I brought out my phone, not to be rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat And yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Let's
Roll it. Boost it.
X.
Ooh, that Xbox promotion, dude.
Yeah.
Guaranteed in tomorrow's presentation. So you think a trailer tomorrow? Yeah. Destiny vibes.
Yeah.
That's the most hype intro screen.
Gameplay
right now.
demo.
My
Is this gonna be like the
goodness.
start of each chapter, maybe?
Oh, dude. Okay, I was starting to get nervous.
He was cleaning the sweat off his hands.
Okay. Wipe it off. Great. This is all so great already. Laying low. His arm looks ready to grab a lightsaber, though. Look at that thing. I actually think that's why it's paired.
Dante right there.
Uncharted now.
Yo, he
Oh.
pulled that line.
Yeah.
Over here.
This right here is what they tweeted yesterday. That one.
Okay. Wait.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
okay,
Okay. I was with you. I was like, AI.
Rogue
Whoa,
One, dude!
yeah,
Whoa!
So yeah, that's Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker hype.
into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
Ghost Dog, dude.
We have to stop them. That's the plan. We don't know their end game, but they spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
he seems to like have it together though right now.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
He doesn't have like the mask or
You hear
anything.
that?
Yeah. Haven't been cleared yet.
Come on, buddy.
Hollow map.
Show that skill
Oh,
tree.
nice.
Metroid Prime.
This one's a little easier to follow.
Dude, I just want to find all the secrets right now.
Yeah. That would have would have taken me a half hour.
Me
Oh,
too.
there it
There
is.
it is.
Nice.
It's 9:38?
What's the time?
9:38.
I don't know. With
9:36.
36.
I got you.
Look at using his light source though. So
Yeah, he's using it for a flashlight.
Yeah, I don't know if I count this.
What did slash it open?
Yeah, it was lightsaber turning on. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know if we pressed the button for that. I don't.
Got a fight going on. Look at that.
This is good stuff, man.
I want to know, can you hurl something right now with that and affect it?
You mean your lightsaber?
Yeah, probably too far.
It's risky, dude. You never get it back.
Oh, I thought it was something cooler.
Nothing better. Cutting
Oh,
down
here we go, here we
stormtroopers
go.
with a lightsaber.
Oh, no, go that way.
They
I want
just
to
wait for it.
swing and jump. Yeah.
He's considering
They,
his
they
options.
knew their audience.
Yeah, the little cinematic here. Tell a story.
Give me that
Here we
midair
go.
takedown.
Here we
Midair
go.
takedown.
Show-
Do it.
Yep, that's what.
Yes.
There he is.
That was good. Feel good.
Stab.
Yeah.
Pump it into his chest, dude.
Whoa.
Oh.
Kylo Ren vibes.
He was
Even after the
stuck.
slowdown, he was force holding him. Yeah.
Gonna need to get through here.
Yeah. That'll good.
Definite Jedi outcast.
Oh, evil droid.
Hack that droid.
Destroy it.
Little Frankie, dude. This is a real video game.
Okay.
2-in-1, dude. Get back on your speeder bike.
I mean,
I love that the guys that don't have a reason to be immune to a lightsaber aren't immune to a lightsaber.
What are you talking about?
Like, it's not just bouncing off people.
Here we
down.
go.
Here we
Yeah, I want to see
go.
a challenge. Yes. Here we go. Show me some parries.
This is it.
This is what I trained.
So it's health and
First trooper guy.
shield.
This is Sekiro, dude.
Nope.
Yeah, multiple health bars. Whoa. He had a red glow there when he was about to attack.
I will make you hurt.
That's so cool.
I just want him to jump at you mid-air and do like there, like see it close.
Yeah.
We should have died from taking those four.
I was just gonna say, like, getting hit by a lightsaber or vibro blade at all, you die.
It's a video game.
I mean,
I just mean difficulty-wise. Like if we're gonna have
playing on
Sekiro
easy.
fights, we should have got. You're right. You're right. Love the environments for sure.
You can help me, PD?
Oh, here we go. Was that healing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Healing pellet. Oh, every game's gonna have this.
We got it load. It's loading a new area.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Sliding.
It's better than a loading screen. That was really nice.
Plane beetle, they're coming through the wall. Hit their nest.
Like this.
Man, we're gonna play this game this year. This is exciting, man.
Parry.
I like it. I wonder if you just move on. There.
He's dead. Yeah, dude.
There you go. Create an opening. Okay.
Oh, so it's only pausing that one guy.
Yeah, it was supposed to stay on that one. I want.
Oh, that's cool. His backpack exploded.
Uh-oh. I was kind of hoping he was gonna like turn him into the other guy.
I love that he died in one hit.
So what is the bar in the lower left, if not your health?
I think it was health.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then above enemies, there's like health, multiple health bars or health and stamina bar.
Yeah.
So is the bar in the bottom middle like your powers?
You sure you want to plug into this thing?
I have to see it again.
Yeah, it only shows up when he's fighting.
Yeah.
Scale. Yeah, there's a little bit of God of War in this.
New paths.
That's why you wanted to get this thing. You had no idea that was there, did you? You just wanted to turn that cutter on.
Oh, force slowdown.
Yep.
It seems like you
Uh-oh.
just inherently use the force power. There's no like meter. Oh, what the heck?
And you don't aim it, doesn't highlight anything.
Yeah, I bet. I wonder if it's
got
stuff
some
you
crabs.
equip in the menus and stuff, like which ones you want to use.
Sure.
Or if it's just abilities you gain over time. They're always there. Stealth? No stealth. You're Jedi. Oh, jump on the backs one of those, please.
Sekiro has spoiled me
Okay,
with the
so
down stab. It looks
I
so
think
much
that-
cooler.
Oh,
It's
yeah, there's
three
spiders.
charges. So the bottom one,
So when he threw it just then, that took power.
yeah, like he swung. It's stamina. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the white meter is though. Yeah.
Probably
It
block.
does feel kind of
Swing.
like stamina.
He threw it. It went down.
When he did a little push.
He's
it
doing a
took blue
force
meter.
power. It went
Yeah.
down. It's force powers.
And maybe the one above that is parry damage. You
I think
can only
so,
block
like
for so
shield.
long.
Yeah.
That's my guess too. Yeah.
We'll have to see. Yeah.
Dude, a Jedi could just kill some big spiders.
He's not
You're right. He's not Jedi yet.
just a dude with a light.
How do you feel
Skill
about
point.
the
Skill
impact,
points.
the impacts of the swings from the lightsabers hitting things? Do you feel good about them?
No, that thing should have been gushing.
Yes, sometimes I do, Damiani. It's somewhat
There is
inconsistent.
zero commentary
Like,
on
like
this, by the way.
I'm not feeling
Yeah,
about.
it's
Yeah.
nice. It's my favorite kind of E3 demo.
Clues.
Sense
Yeah.
Echo.
definitely seems like PG. Like the
Right.
lightsaber doesn't cut anything, nothing comes off.
Well, it cuts them, but they don't like
Well, it just
break
shows
apart.
like battle damage. Yeah.
Like it went all the way through that stormtrooper earlier,
he cut-
but he fell down. It didn't
Yeah,
fall,
it-
like separate.
Doesn't it feel like you're.
Didn't he cut someone's arm off? Wasn't there like?
Oh, I thought we were gonna die. I was like,
No, it's the same kind of thing to where like you see like the slice, but it doesn't really come off.
I thought
Well,
he
those came
executed
off.
someone earlier.
Spider legs came off for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
go press A.
execution.
use the scan.
Go press A.
Use the scan.
Oh, buddy.
Underwater? I don't know.
So I thought those were just gonna be audio logs, but it looked like he like picked up a side mission by doing the echo thing.
Nice.
Double jump,
It's almost
baby.
like that gap. It's gonna actually be a challenge. Do you think someone will complete that without stopping it?
You will.
No, you will.
I'm doing a no stop run.
It scanned that thing and it got you some more info there. Look at that.
Yeah.
So some Metroid Prime stuff going on.
Star Wars, dude. Meaningful lore.
Do you think you could actually make them see you right there and react?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's-
We're just getting some dialogue.
I want to see a stealth kill.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
There we go.
I like that.
That was good.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
a good deflect,
It feels
man.
like you're just holding it. Yeah. Do you see the weights going
Yep,
down?
there
That's
it
your
is.
parry, yeah.
Yep.
It is.
We figured it out.
Can you hit that back?
Oh,
Good. There we
sick.
go. I was waiting
that
for
was
something
really
like that.
cool.
I was like, please
Yeah.
do something like that.
Pulling a guy into his own shot is
Yeah.
cruel. That's not what a Jedi would do. That's a Sith move, dude.
Just showing off.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah, what
skipping
was that?
secrets too.
Yeah, like what
This is
was
cool.
that? Was that like a challenge route maybe or something?
Something we come back for later.
Oh, it's another one of those more advanced enemies.
That's always good.
I like how people come out of different areas just to attack you.
This room is a problem.
I like this. Yeah.
You're gonna use that stuff in the middle. Absolutely.
Get that ranger.
Yeah, I think
there
when
you
he
go.
glows red, that's like the unblockable.
Yeah, it's either unblockable or you could do a certain move to counter it.
They're calling him a Jedi.
They don't know any better.
You see that actual time dodger? He was still holding him there that whole time. Jeez.
We're powered up. We're playing on easy for sure.
Look at that. He was trying to resist being pulled.
Yeah. He got us. Heal us, BB.
Your health is like.
Look at yeah.
And
does
BB
actually-
turns red when your health is low. It's cool. Got too close.
Yeah, the health's getting a little low here. Oh, never mind.
So now we have
Ooh, he
two
threw
of
it
those
up.
left.
That's cool.
That is cool, Ian. I like that a lot.
Those are Estes flasks.
Yeah, for sure.
No guards.
I heard a Wookiee.
Yeah.
They're in those cages, dude.
It's time to free the Wookiees. Yo, will there be an escape sequence with the Wookiee?
I hope so, dude. I hope there's a
They're gonna
Wookiee kill.
cut before we see it.
Yeah, they're gonna cut when you see a red lightsaber.
Oh, there's one.
We're here to free you. You're not alone.
Why does it look so bad? I guess fur is hard to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Hey, look who it is.
That's
Kick
another
this
Rogue
off.
One guy, right?
It's an Imperial security droid or whatever.
Right. It's a regular Rogue
Mini
One.
boss here?
Yeah,
Gonna get a mini boss fight?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel a cut coming.
Oh, whoa.
Oh. A little monk?
Please show lightsaber duel. I'm begging you. Gotta wait for it. Gotta earn it.
I don't know, dude. I guess there's the
Xbox.
one. There's the one on the box art that you're talking about.
Games
Yeah.
play best on Xbox.
He's like the main boss.
What
part
do
of the
we
game.
think? What do we
Sheik,
think
just
EA
Sheik.
play?
Yeah, and how many like other red lightsaber users are there gonna be? You know,
Very
or just
few.
her?
Yeah, it's not that kind of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I have a
Thank
million questions, and I know we're short on time as always. I want to point out, though, in the Twitch chat, Gwyn96 says, that's frickin'.
12 minutes.
But he didn't use frickin'. How does it feel to, I think, deliver, right? Like, you guys liked it, right? I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team's,
Is that
Stig and
pandering
his
to
team
Twitch
have done
chat?
an
Is that what
amazing
the point of
job.
that
They
was?
put so much of themselves into this
I
game.
think it was trying to give
be
the
able to
illusion
be
that they're
involved in
actually
something like this is
interacting
just,
with chat,
dream come true.
but also like
Agreed.
keeping it in a positive
Huge
vibe.
shout out to the
obviously.
team.
Yeah.
There probably was not an
everybody-
overwhelming amount of
Thanks,
people in chat. Like, there were probably definitely people
Everybody
saying
who busted
both positive and negative.
the
Like, no,
butts
it's all positive.
on the,
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Demo,
I'm gonna
but
guess
also
mostly
the whole
positive on
game.
it, though.
The whole game.
Yeah,
is
I think
coming
so.
together
Great
right now,
demo.
So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
I mean, I think from go ahead, clap now. I'm gonna stop you. Whenever you want to clap for him, you clap for him. I think that's pretty evident from it, and I liked when we introed. You guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it and we think it looks awesome. What are we
I can do
missing
better.
by not having our hands on the controllers? Like, what,
Took a lot of
what
hits.
is the what do lightsabers feel like?
I mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Better be a
what-
hard
Because
no.
it looks like it's got weight to it,
Yes,
throwing it
very
and catching it, right? Like that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's really satisfying. I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a
That nice.
That was a
sweet
really
cool.
good
That was a
player.
cool move.
Yeah.
right. So you'll
Right
have
over
to
there
work up
again.
to
He'll
that
give out
stuff.
autographs.
Like, there's
after this
definitely
panel.
more advanced like dodging and stuff you could do.
So you
to be
can
flashier.
block,
I
parry,
wonder if you're
deflect.
getting
Like
a
we want
reward
the
for
combat
that,
to
though.
feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part
So it looks
of
like
that
this is
and
just straight up the
size
E3
up the
demo.
enemies where
Like
you
this is
feel
what
right.
Jones is
It's-
playing today.
It feels great.
Yeah, it's
Jones
also,
isn't playing today.
It's
He's
about
sitting
the
through
enemy
similar,
arrangements as well, like what
presentation of
enemies
it.
we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools
Yeah.
to take them down.
Poor Jones.
But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force
And
as
Brad.
well.
Brad's there
Sure.
too.
Well, that's
Brad.
part of
Yeah.
this. You were talking last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat, and the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all. I hit R1, and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's
right?
all freeform.
So like you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different playthroughs.
Absolutely, and actually, the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that, and it's not any fun either. It's fun to watch sometimes.
So the skill
but
points I think
it is a
are
lot more
invisible
fun to play.
XP.
Yeah,
Talk
because I
about
want to
skill
know
points.
if you
Are those
get
going into
more.
the
Like,
force
is there
abilities?
multiplier stuff like that?
Yeah, so we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump,
Nice.
which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars, a Jedi actually doing a double jump.
It's true.
But we have one unique expression of the force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the glue between force, push, and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think I
footage
thought you
of that
couldn't
hole
top my
was
favorite
different
moment in
than
the
the
demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the
Yeah, I
stormtrooper,
think
force pull
yeah.
stormtrooper,
I
stab
think
him,
the
when you
demo
force
was
pull
live
the
and this is
stormtrooper,
all
walked him into
pre-recorded.
the ball. That was pretty cool.
Will
pretty
Palpatine
cool.
laugh in this game?
That's one of my favorite. I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
You actually
Yeah.
said it better be in the
Yes.
demo.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about, seeing things a lot about, is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't
You're
shown.
saying that
but
isn't the entire game.
that is
It-
not.
Wow.
No,
Right.
no.
But we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi.
Yeah.
Soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here.
Inquisitors.
Right?
That's
This
the
is
right.
bad.
The,
That's
the,
the bird
other
trooper.
blades,
Yeah,
the red
exactly.
blades.
Like, so
New that the team created.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. Why
How
we're pointing
great
at
is
one
that?
guy? Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, three cheers for Jordan. So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back,
The KX.
and then making me fight him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No,
Trust me, you do.
I do.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Well, then talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid, BD1.
There he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, funny.
Thank you, BD1. He's adorable, as I'm sure you know.
little
I
droid.
immediately want him as a backpack, so just a heads up if you're talking to anybody in the licensing department. That,
All right. We can make
what
that
does he
happen.
do in the game, right? Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as? Is he just flare?
It's
Am I
really well
using him
animated,
for
I think.
different
Well,
things?
like story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's
Yeah.
an explorer droid. which is perfect because Cal's on this mission
Sure.
for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD
So
sounds
here
from
he's not
Buddy
using a
Droid
lightsaber.
1,
Yeah.
which is
So
That's
he must have
Respawn.
taken it
That's
out.
I
Respawn.
mean,
I don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, Respawn
yeah.
made this game. Yeah, okay.
definitely inspired by BT,
Yeah.
but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So one of the cool factoids is his voice is authored by the legendary Ben Burt,
Oh, nice.
who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and
Yeah.
beyond.
Metroid Prime scanning.
But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
So just scan some stuff.
There are
Yep.
3
Scan
Ys
the
in that thing's
environment
name.
for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is
Yep.
that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
Is
they
there, like, a
want,
cooldown on it?
whenever they want, BD will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you
Okay.
can find more over the
Stim
course of the game.
packs.
Love stim
That's what I
packs.
thought it was. Yeah.
In that
'Cause he
moment,
kinda,
you're
like,
defenseless, so
injects
you got to
himself.
choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay.
Terran
we've seen
stim
the gameplay.
packs.
Without
Best.
spoiling stuff for me, what's going on
go,
in the story?
Yeah.
It makes me so
I thought
uncomfortable.
it was gonna be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Stig? How's it go? What's the ending?
Well,
Actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
sorry, I can't say.
But that's not a no. Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all
pod
after this panel. Thank
racing.
you very much. But what's
No,
going on in the
it's
story?
not a
outside
pod
of Watto
racing
shooting
game.
it?
Come on.
You might go to a
well,
place with pod
the story's
racing.
really
Yeah.
big
Yeah, I
deal
wanna, like,
to
chop
us.
down
We
some
created
pods.
this
Yeah.
film. We got to keep a really.
What if
tight
Oh, yeah.
missions to
lip on it.
sabotage one?
So I
Nice.
can't. I don't really
Great
want to
panel.
go
It's
into
over.
too
Everybody
far.
go home.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the
You
story's
gotta save
good.
it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people have been asking, right? I'd put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You said-
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This is a real. Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
You saw Guerrera in there. He's
Yeah,
he's
Saw Gerrera,
obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
Yeah.
They're all gonna live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so nonchalant. You're making a Star Wars game. It's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked to be up here. I'm like.
I know, it's a big deal to work with me, but it's okay. It'll be all right.
We've been talking about this for like 10
Wow.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is,
It's good
it's
to
a Star
remind
Wars game,
ourselves that
and
this
Star Wars
is not a
games in the
press
past
conference,
have
but it's
allowed us to
basically
go
just
light
like
or
a
dark. Is that a
treehouse
choice here?
thing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
Okay, well.
showing.
Why not?
It's an aggressive treehouse thing.
Yeah.
Aggressively treehouse.
No, I think it goes back to the fact that Cal's authentic,
Yeah.
and he has to fill a certain role so he can be used in other places.
Yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are
It
coming
just
in and
bums me
telling the
out, like,
story,
when they,
right?
like, have a
I think
15-minute
that's
demo and
why
they're like, we
so
can't
many
talk
of us are
about
excited
anything
for it,
else.
is
Yeah.
The idea that this is a
We got a
Star
couple
Wars
of
story.
new
If you guys have
details, which I
something to
appreciate.
tell
Yeah,
us,
like-
say
Yeah,
it.
because we didn't see
And a lot of
any
walls
of
to
that
run on.
skill tree or combat forms
Vince,
or
is there
anything.
anything
keeping
else
some of that
before
hidden,
we let
yeah.
you go?
I mean, just thanks for the support. The
many different
energy
outfits
here
you
is
think
great.
Cal will
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We're
Fantastic.
Greg showing
I
us
think they
some
showed a
of it
few.
online. Like everyone.
Yeah, I think they'll change based on the story.
That jacket's cool.
amazing moment.
I'm almost
the team,
guaranteed you don't have that
badass, thank
slow-mo
you guys.
move right
Go
at the
team.
All
beginning.
your hard work.
Yeah.
Now we just have to finish.
Yeah, like
Can't
throw
wait to
will
bring it to
probably
you
be, like,
guys.
throwing your lightsaber will be
There's
your
so
first
much
one.
more that you haven't seen yet. I can't wait to show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Steak, thank you
Okay.
so much for coming
Yeah,
out.
that
November
was pretty
15th.
cool.
Lightsaber duel.
Can't come soon enough. For those of you
just
here
wanna
at
see
EA
it.
Play,
I
the
need to see
Respawn
how it
team has
is.
brought
I kinda wanna, like,
even
a
more
story
gameplay
trailer.
for you to check
Well,
out over
well,
the Star
they could do
Wars
that,
Jedi
or
Fallen
tomorrow
Order
do they
Theater.
show
And for
the
those of you at home,
fight with the
Extended.
mini boss
I
fight
was
they
about
cut
to do a
at?
bit. For those of you at home,
Oh, they
Yeah.
love doing that
will
stuff.
stay
They
Pick up
love
there.
doing that.
for Apex Legends. What
Yeah.
you're looking for. Thank you for the yeah. I was like, that's the corniest joke I put in this thing. No one's gonna laugh. Everybody, I'm Greg Miller. Thanks everybody for watching. We got more EA Play for you now.
Yeah, I wonder how they reset this. They've
Cut,
got like
cut to a
2-3
video,
minutes.
and
Cut to the
they're like now like, all right,
logo.
everyone start moving.
Oh, they're actually just gonna.
Oh, they're gonna cut.
I'm so ready for Star
Correspondent.
Wars! Let's hear it!
Do they have multiple
So
stages? Or
hyped.
just
No, the same
Hyped.
stage. It's just
Standing
on the
on the
corner.
Engaged, although
Yeah.
that's actually a lie. It was
I saw it
engaged
earlier.
about 3 days ago. Anyway, so big thanks to Vince and Stig for sharing that exciting deep dive into Star Wars Jedi Fallen
pretty good.
Order.
Yeah.
The game?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That is like
We're all a
it's
little
like
bit
this
too
year's
excited
Uncharted,
to-
man. It's
Yeah.
like this year's like
I'm Julia Hardy, and a
adventure,
little
third-person
later on,
adventure
Adam
game.
Freeman
I feel
and I
better
will be
about it
bringing
now
you news
seeing
on
this
Battlefield
gameplay
5.
Definitely.
versus when
Yeah.
we saw the reveal.
Yeah.
Right now, though, EA players in
Like,
full
there's no
swing
doubt
with
that
gamers getting their
that will
hands
be
on all
just a
kinds
good
of
video game,
exclusives.
for
There's
sure.
a lot to
Yeah.
look forward
That's
to,
a good
starting
looking
with
game.
our next show, Apex Legends. So Alex
for real.
Goldboy Mendez is bringing
Huge
you
Pokemon
the
fan.
hottest
I'm
news
playing
on
that game
Apex
day one.
Legends Season 2. We've got info on a
Pokemon
new
will
weapon,
play
new
No,
models,
I'm playing
Same
Star
day.
Wars.
Does it come out same day?
Yeah.
Kyle's gonna-
Same day.
I'm playing
Stay
Star Wars
tuned
Day
because
one.
Got
Apex
it.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
come
yes.
on, Kyle.
Yeah.
If they made the Pokemon game you actually wanted, it'd be different.
I mean,
Exactly, dude. Like,
well, the other
look
thing
at that
too is
thing.
it's just it's clearly going to be a game that you can get through in, under 20 hours.
Yeah, that looks like a 12-hour punch.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they are talking about Metroidvania elements, so it could be longer than that, but most likely I'd say under 20.
Yeah. I'm good with one playthrough. I'm not going to max out my character. I am going to find all the secrets, but yeah, that game looks just complete. We have an idea of what that game is at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it a lot.
Yep.
I think we all know what that game is. We're all looking forward to it. The powers are cool. I actually expected a little more from the combat. And I think maybe they played it on easy. I was expecting it to be
Definitely.
a little more intense, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
it was there was something missing there.
I think it's just a weird thing, like
When you bash
stormtroopers
Yeah.
against the Jedi.
They're just butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean with the staff, with the guys with the blue staffs.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Needed a little more. Needed each one of those guys to have an impact.
Yeah.
But you know how hard that is, though? Like, once you, go back, like when you're trying to capture for a retro or something, it's like, oh, wait, I've got to slow down and make this look hard again,
Oh, but the thing is, he twirled his staff and hit our character 4 times,
Right.
and then we're like, oh, we're still alive. Like that's in Sekiro, that's a kill.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
Sure.
messed up. I let him get in. I died.
But the same way is that they're not showing, limbs and blood flying everywhere. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
they've got to hit this kind of a middle ground.
And E3.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah. True.
Welcome to EA Play 2019, and I'm so excited to talk about Apex Legends here at EA Play. I'm professional esports commentator Alex Goldenboy Mendez. Now, everyone at Respawn has been working diligently at making Apex Legends the best Battle Royale game out there. We've got
Moray
some
on the
big
LED wall.
updates. That's right. I like that.
Shots
like
fired.
that, baby. Bring that energy.
I mean, that's
we got some
LED
exciting
walls.
details to share on Apex Legends.
Sorry,
Season
I missed
2,
the shots
including
fired, Hubert?
a
The
brand
best Battle
new
Royale
weapon,
game
a
out
new
there.
mode.
Oh.
Improvise. You hear me? I'm improvising. An improved battle pass. A reveal
Doesn't
of
he
the
do stuff
10th
for Fortnite
legend
as well?
coming to the arena,
I don't know.
and so much more. So let's jump out of this drop ship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
Thanks, Golden Boy. I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've
I
brought
used to be on
Kings
1UP.
Canyon to life
yeah?
here
Wow.
at EA Play. We've even got all
Nice, they got the
9
cosplay.
current legends here to help
1UP,
me
That's
bring
great.
you some of the Season 2 updates that you've been clamoring for. We're going to introduce you to
They're
our
so in
newest legend.
character,
after
too.
the
So
show.
good.
For those of you at home, don't miss your chance to jump into our Legendary Hunt event. Check it out.
So this is something going on right now. This legendary.
I guess
Abel's
so, yeah.
loose on that camera.
Like that
It's like
bone
monster,
armor.
yeah, like
That's
the
cool.
Monster Hunter outfits.
Prepare yourself.
The legendary hunt has begun. Legends can compete to enter an all-new Apex Elite queue, complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics,
I could do this all day.
earn XP and Battle Pass boosts, and find all-new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
Only the strong will win and slaughter.
For a limited time, Legends who place in the top 5 of any match will earn the right to join the Apex Elite queue.
I need some help over
That's such a fun idea.
What do you get from that?
There, they will have the opportunity to test their skills. Need some ammo against the most talented legends in the game.
One more. A legend's true test is from within.
Why are you doing this so story heavy?
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards, like the epic Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7,
Not your day. I won this one.
I feel like
and
that
hunt down
Bloodhound
2
skin
wins
is
to
kind of
score the
tacky.
exclusive legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never
that.
that thing's cool.
Trust in the gods and you
Tacky
It
is
has
good.
gold and leopard print on it.
Yeah.
Got him. During the event,
like a
all
restaurant
Battle
in the
Pass owners
80s.
will receive the free
Yeah, like these
legendary
bone
Hunt
weapons.
R301. Hit level 15 on your battle pass, and you'll also earn the legendary Night Terror Wraith.
Yeah, it's a cool skin.
That's good. That's a really good one. I'm into
Every
it.
day, Legends can also earn an entire battle pass level for your first top 5 finish of the day.
Thank you for the fun fight.
And we're doubling down with our
Wouldn't
first
be
ever
anything.
double,
Right.
XP,
Double XP
weekend.
weekend.
One moment. From June 7th to June 9th, earn double
We're
XP
busy.
on
Like-
both your base
We're
and battle
busy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
isn't Overwatch doing their double XP weekend as well?
Throughout the event, be sure to keep an eye on the rotating store for new exclusive legendary hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
Squad up and drop in.
This really
as
makes
the
you think it's a
legendary
story-heavy
hunt
game.
Won't last forever. Good luck, Legends.
Let the hunt begin.
Golden leopard print.
That's right. Until June
Go.
18th, you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event that features the debut of our Elite Queue, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins and more. Also, this
How's that
weekend
thing
is
hovering?
double XP weekend, so there's lots
Oh,
of
okay.
good
I see
reasons
the bar.
to jump
I see
in.
the bar.
The
Yeah.
I was
community
gonna say.
really brought it since this event launched, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. How was season 1?
New stuff time.
Who's ready to talk about season 2?
Does this count as someone throwing
I
something
like
at the
that.
camera?
So, you know, listen, I play
What-
this game
what
every
goes
This doesn't
day.
count as a press
It's one of my
conference,
favorites,
unfortunately.
and I did this like right before the show started. That's how much I play this game. And, you know, I'm going to jump back in when we finish up. But first, I do
Call the
want to talk
council.
about season
It wasn't in the
2.
list
We've
in the
got
video,
the
to be
first
fair.
details here. And joining me, we got Drew McCoy in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Drew, we've
These
been
are just
so
clapping
patient
panels.
for that beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful content. What do you have for us today?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd
Okay.
use beautiful to
Foremost.
describe
Content is coming.
like
Confirmed.
that.
You've heard it here first.
So season 2, it's coming July 2nd, and it's called Battle Charge.
All right, so Battle Charge will be coming out. What can we expect, though, when this new season
Not a
comes?
good name.
Yeah, so as we announced when we launched the game, we're taking a seasonal approach. So we're trying to cram as much into the launch of season 2 as possible with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon,
There you go.
a new way to play the game.
I wonder if that animation was supposed to happen 30 seconds
perhaps a map
earlier.
event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of the feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and bring a lot of cool stuff in the game.
Okay.
What are those patch
All
notes?
right. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're
Need
going
'em.
to talk about a good portion of it here, but let's talk about that sweet new content because season 2 is bringing a new weapon to the fight, and today we're excited to show it to you. So
New
let's just go
content's
ahead,
sweet, dude.
roll the clip.
I want
just
to
the
see your
word,
reaction to
dude.
this new weapon.
It's the word.
What's this new weapon,
content.
baby?
Usually carry rare platforms. Elstar here. I am taking fire, friends. I bathe in the blue. Your ignorance meets your end.
They love this character, huh?
Best character.
Need help.
Bloodhound hype.
Good job, me. A new season. Strong work. Hostile over there.
Frag out. Wicked. Making contact with enemy.
Yeah, the press conference looks a little framey and XSplit, but it doesn't look as bad on our TVs. We'll have to address it after we're live today.
There you have it, the All-Star, man. I remember getting slapped by this gun in Titanfall 2,
back.
so pretty excited to see this one make it into the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful.
Didn't
so
connect that. It was
tell
in
me more
Titanfall
about
2.
its
Yeah,
place
didn't even
in
notice.
the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new. It's coming. Launch of Season 2. It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP. It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that out front.
yeah, well, you know, it's like the master for the Kraber. It's incredibly powerful. And being a care package weapon, it doesn't use any of the existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you got.
I also noticed, too, it shattered through doors.
Yeah, it can open
as well.
doors.
So, like,
Yeah.
melees, grenades, and now the
Now the
L-Star.
L-Star.
Wow.
Opens
okay, so that
doors,
is
dude.
pretty
That's
sizable.
really
Now,
cool.
What other changes are going to
This
be
is
coming
a
to weapons?
gun
Because
that
this
opens
may seem
doors.
weird, but I'm a huge fan of hop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with my switch fire. That's my jam.
Yeah.
What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta changes to the weapons. We're trying to bring up some of the weaker weapons. And then, yeah, there are 2 new hop-ups coming. Not really going to say what they are yet. You guys got to wait for Season 2, but there is a chance that maybe a memeable weapon named after an African country is usable.
Is usable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pistol shotgun
All right,
thing.
perhaps.
Everyone
I mean,
makes
that
fun
is
of.
yet to be seen. We'll
It's really
have to
bad.
see if that's going to be a reality.
Funny.
All right, cool. So we're starting out hot with that L-Star light machine gun. We also have the Battle Pass. And, you know, when you guys first spoke about the Battle Pass, you said that it was a learning experience. What's different this time around for Season 2?
Yeah, so we've been listening to community a lot. Season 1 didn't quite launch as well as we were hoping. The content was fairly
Fair, dude.
underwhelming for players, so we've been taking that in. We've been getting all sorts of data from
Appreciate them
people buying
acknowledging that.
skins to what they equip on their characters or weapons. And so we've taken this learning and put it in a Season 2 Battle Pass. So first off the bat, it's challenge-based now instead of essentially time-based. So you'll get daily and weekly challenges, and they stack if you don't play for a while. So you can come back after a month and try and knock them all out on a weekend and level up really quick. Ultimately, this does mean leveling to level 100 is a lot quicker than in Season 1. We're also getting rid of all the badges and stat trackers, taking up space throughout the leveling process. And we are inserting 3 entirely new content types into the Battle Pass, which we will talk about later.
Excellent.
And there's a lot more skins in it, and there's going to be enough crafting medals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very own legendary of your choosing.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of value for that Battle Pass.
Yeah, that
Seems
sounds
good.
very exciting. All right, and
Seems
now,
all good.
you know, we're talking about Apex. It's got some pretty sick skins. What skins do you have for me today?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I think our skin game is being upped pretty significantly. You can see
Skin
that
game.
with
I like
the raid
upping
skin
skin games, yeah.
specifically from the
Skin
Legendary Hunt event.
game, dude.
But we got 4 legendary skins in the Battle Pass. So we have 2 character and 2 weapon.
If
So
GamePro
for
were
Caustic,
still
he's got the
around,
Prince of
there'd
Darkness
be a
skin.
ranking for skins.
And for Octane, we're doing the Jade
And
Tiger.
Skin
I think we're-
factor,
yeah,
4.5.
Prince of Darkness right there. And then there is
Legendary
a skin
skins.
for the Spitfire
They toss
called the
around legendary
Intimidator.
too much. It doesn't have the same
and
meaning
the
anymore.
Look at
Dude,
this thing.
that thing
What?
is
thing is
Is that
sick.
a rhino horn?
That's a legendary.
So the
That
Rampage at level
is
100.
Do you like
sick.
melee with
version
that?
as well.
Oh, man. Do you see that, by the way?
Well,
Do you see
look
it?
at that
It's a
one.
good-looking gun.
Look at
That
that
looks
one.
insane.
Like Jaws.
Yeah.
Go nuts,
All
go
right.
wild.
Heck
This is
yeah.
The
great.
other
This is great.
question that the community is having, they're just dying to have answered. New ways to play. Elite Q was awesome.
Yep.
I think it's like one of the coolest additions for Apex Legends. What else?
Yeah, so when we designed Apex Legends, we really wanted it to have kind of a competitive core to it. This is a game that's meant to be played over hundreds of hours and mastered, really deep learning experience. And so the Elite Q is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage.
Okay.
And so Season 2, I'm really, really, really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode coming.
Ranked mode.
Yeah.
Essential.
All right.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy they
rank
haven't
mode,
had that.
you'll progress through 6 tiers if you're good enough. You will cap out if you are garbage tier like myself.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
Wood 3, I think.
See you guys
Wood
there.
3,
Yeah,
Wood
we'll
3
get there.
Division.
Yeah, so it goes from bronze all the way up to Apex Predator, and it's using
Apex
special
Predator.
matchmaking for each
Wow.
of the tiers. So the higher you get,
I
you'll
gotta be
probably
in
have
that
some
tier,
longer
dude.
matchmaking time because we're trying to find the best possible match for you. And then
A world where
throughout
Bossman
season,
is
you'll
an
be
Apex
hopefully-
Predator.
And then, at the end of the season, you'll get rewards based on where you ended.
Wow.
To show
Owning
off
an
for the next
Apex
season.
Legends.
Ranked mode coming to Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
That's sick. All right. I'm be honest with you. I'm going to be all up in that. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. I am legitimately concerned, as I had mentioned, either be the first Wood Division player, which isn't even in it, or Plastic Division.
Plastic's good.
Yeah,
Step up.
that's going to hurt. But, dude, thank you so much for sharing all these details, man.
Hey, man.
Guys, Drew, ladies and gentlemen, from the Respawn team.
Good stuff. There's a lot of
All
good
right,
stuff
now,
there.
Here's the
If you
thing.
like Apex,
I'm a
I
Lifeline
would
main.
be happy.
It's just facts.
Same.
You are too?
Yep.
Respect that. Any Lifeline mains in the house? Lifeline mains?
Yeah, that's what I was
But
like. You cannot cut away yet.
that might change when the new season drops. That's right, because Jay,
New character.
give the
Here we
people
go.
what they want. We want to know who is the 10th legend joining the
Nice.
arena. What do you have?
It's my pleasure, Golden Boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend joining the Apex Legends Arena is Watson.
That looks like the
Whoa.
Assassin's Creed logo.
What's up,
To
Watson?
help us get to know our latest legend a little bit
Ghostbusters
better, our team put
slash
together
The
this
Thing
touching
vibes.
illustrated short. Let's check it out.
My dearest Natalie, as I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you cracked the equations necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter. And I couldn't be happier or prouder of that. I always knew you were special.
Isn't it more proud?
But never did I fathom that the
proudest
little
ever.
girl who taught her staffed Nacy multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you.
Quantum Realm.
Yeah.
Maybe just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to mon bébé a little while longer before he loses her to a daughter. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest woman in the frontier. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, pour toujours, Papa.
I did it, Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
So serious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not Apex Legends vibes. I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, Watson joining the arena, and joining me now, we have the three
I don't know
gentlemen
about that.
who brought
Weird.
her to life.
That's not what the-
Griffin,
like, the
Will,
vibe of the
and
game is.
Tom, thank you so much
going
for
for that
joining us
emotional-
here. Wow.
Emotional
So that-
resonance.
I mean, Bible thumps in the chat, man, because that was the feels right there. Hit me right in the feels. But Griffin, we'll start with you, bud.
Definitely not the
You're
riot
one of the
budget.
legend designers.
Oh, yeah, for
and
animation?
I'm
Yeah.
curious
I
on
was-
the
I was
approach
like,
that you guys took toward making Watson a character that has impact in the arena.
Weird if they don't
so,
show how
Watson
she
really
plays, or-
started as
They have to after this,
a
right?
conversation
How much
between
time do we
a
have left in a
friend
half
of
hour?
mine and I, who he's an engineer,
It's
and
10,
he has this
15.
really methodical,
Okay.
interesting
Yeah,
way
yeah.
of
Oh, here we go.
taking really
Okay, good.
complex problems and
2 teams.
systematically solving them. And so I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort of the defensive complexity of Apex and introduced a character that could
She's setting up
really
like a-
Whoa.
Whoa.
create an ecosystem in which you can survive the really aggressive third-party meta, all of that stuff. So
That's kind of a
the
fun idea.
idea behind
Yeah.
Watson really is that if you
Defensive
plan
character.
and you sort of adapt to the environment, and you really know the map, and you work closely with your team, that you can really create these strong defenses that that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how they push on you and that sort of thing. So the current meta of I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can, you know, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those, we're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more stance
Little
RTS kind of play style has breathing room.
This is really cool.
To put it at the end of the rope,
She
dude.
looks cool.
Yeah,
Because
this
you
is
wanna be
really
able to play
awesome.
that
I'm loving this.
hyper-aggressive approach, whether you're running like a composition that contains like a typical one, which would be like a Pathfinder, Wraith, and a Lifeline for that support. You can play into a composition like this, and they kind of counter one another. So that's going to be really fun. And we're going to dive into the abilities and everything that she does, because let me tell you, it's insane. Now, as far as the look and feel, my favorite part about Apex Legends is that the characters, the legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette and you know exactly who it
Golden
is
Boy
that
came
you're about to
prepared.
engage with. What were some of the complexities in bringing a
Professional.
character
Plays the
like
game.
Watson to life?
And he's speaking at a normal
Yeah, so
volume.
it's a collaborative effort. You know, shout out Heath and Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together. We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to. Heath did a great job of like bringing it all
That, like,
together, giving
lightning
her a
burn
sort
is
of a
really
grounded
cool.
aesthetic. Using
Yeah,
she
I
had
like
to look
her
like she was
scar.
using electricity and stuff like that. So rubber gloves and the coils and the wires and pushing her silhouette at the same time, making her stand. You have to be able to read who she
Prey
is from
vibes.
different distances. From there, all right. From there, you can really go in and sculpt all the details out.
I don't know,
and
maybe
work
somebody
with
in the crowd
animators
said
to really bring
something?
her to life, give her personality in everything that she does with her abilities and that too. So.
Yeah, and there's some really cool stuff there as well. every part that Watson she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great.
In the world, yeah.
So now you get to the gameplay, the look, but the story. You know, because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that. Watson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deeper into that one, Tom.
Kind of different from the way we usually do things, because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time, all the different departments, and we're working together. Watson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her. And one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of
that was cool.
branch out and see what else, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Watson is a very different character than I've ever seen in a video game, at least. And everything is based off of what these guys created. I mean, it's all, every single part of her backstory is connected somehow to either her abilities or her look.
And now
this looks faster than it did in the
something
game.
that kind of stuck out to me. So, am I correct in assuming that Watson played a big role in the arena itself?
Yes. So Watson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
And so she grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to start to, you're going to see with Watson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So she's in the arena, so all the legends must know her.
Oh, yeah. She was their kid sister, basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. Her role is of support. And so everybody loves Watson. She's the one person that could probably unite all the legends.
I hope that they
together,
just straight up roll this universe into the Running Man
respects her.
universe.
She's a scientist. Okay. She's an engineer.
Okay, so like was a strong word for Caustic.
Yeah, I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay.
I think it's like not even Earth. I think Titanfall takes place in like some
I mean,
universe.
blown away by this character so far. Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about the abilities, because when you revealed these to me, I was floored, jaw-dropping, and a lot of people online were kind of like guessing as to like what it would be, and I'm very happy to see that a lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes.
So
defenses are not the
Watson
ridiculous
has
thing?
more interrelated abilities than probably any other current
Oh, I
character
didn't
we
see
have.
it
You
all.
really need to understand how they all interact. The fences, you can place 12 nodes, and you can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we
The animations for
sort of,
placing them is
went
pretty
with
cute.
her being such a brilliant electrical
Yeah, I like
engineer is
it.
because we really wanted to reinforce both mechanically
claps.
and thematically
So
how
5
creative the
is the
player can
limit?
be with these.
12.
There's like a
12
little
is
wheel
giving
of
you free
dots
reign to place these
when
however
you're
you
placing
want
them?
and figure out
And the
most-
players, like I just saw right there, I don't know if that was intentional. So when your teammates go through, it shuts
Yeah,
down.
it shuts off. So
if I'm downed and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam, and it charges your team's shield. And it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get
Man, that
fences
does so
faster.
many
So if you
things.
drop
Yeah.
it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build these large fortresses very rapidly. And you can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads, for going up on a tower and fencing it off. With Pathfinder.
you're
And then
really
the
committed to your
passive
role.
Yeah, she
is
makes this
that
like an
ultimate
RTS or
accelerants
Yeah.
give you your ultimate 100% ultimate charge. And so if you save up ultimate accelerants over the course of the match, that allows you to place more pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most effective to whatever comp you're playing.
So what you're telling me here is that Lifeline mains do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
we felt like we needed to
Rejoice! That's right. We did it, people.
Half the audience
Finally,
is like,
because everyone's
what?
like,
What?
really?
What?
I was here for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I do love those
that is
moments when people
ridiculous.
are really into the
when they
game and
cross
it's like
the
just
fences,
something
you
they've
get pinged as
wanted.
well.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So there's a situational awareness element to them as well.
Wow.
And if you know-
Tripwire
so
also.
that's why, like, she grew up in the arena. If you
Yeah.
know where all the choke points, the entrances, the exits are, you can set up fences there, and you'll know exactly when an enemy crosses.
I'm even thinking about like compositions and how like it could work out. You know, maybe for any Gibraltar mains out there, maybe you find a little. No one cheered for that. Feels bad, man.
Not a lot of Gibraltar
Maybe there's like
mains.
a little
Everyone's like,
synergy
who?
there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big sort of the ceiling is how creative people can get with it, and I'm really excited to see what people do with it.
And from an art perspective here, you know, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure that these fences really, like, when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out in the arena?
Yeah, again, silhouette's everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world. That it's something that she can.
This guy
use,
loves
and
context,
that lives
Boston.
on her body as well. She's able
Respawn.
to
Context
pull it out
enthusiast.
Yeah, Respawn's all about it.
she's
It's
able
gotta
to bring
live
it
in the
out
world.
and create a fortress basically, and it has to read. So we had concept artists working on every little detail, and the modelers as well, and we had to test it out. We tested it out. We play it in game or in house, and make sure it reads well.
And these guys do a tremendous job of it too. I'm like, I need like a post with electricity that goes between the two, and they create really cool stuff with just that kind of vague hand wavy designer description.
Everything about it has clearly been thought out. This legend is going to be incredible.
These are
I
three
can't
guys
wait
who
to
don't
play Watson.
crush.
You guys excited? Watson?
Look at those dudes.
That is
Chilling.
nutty. All right, well, again, very much looking forward. Now, today, we've covered a bunch here. We've seen a new weapon. We've gotten a new mode, the latest legend, and the new Battle Pass for Season 2. So, let's recap all the amazing Apex
We were laughing in
Legends
here that
action
Gibraltar
we've
was a
seen
Star
here
Wars
today.
character. People were like, oh, which Star Wars?
Care package touching down.
Chad is saying that several YouTubers have said that you can't co-stream the Nintendo tournament.
Huh. Nintendo gets pretty serious about that kind of thing.
We will have to look into that when we're off air between this and that.
Yeah, even the Mario Maker thing? The giant creature?
Unclear.
I mean, those things were flying
let you off that
off the
easy,
side of the
Drew. What was
map,
that?
so maybe they do
What
just
was
kind of
what?
hover over the map,
What
dude.
was that? You saw
They
the
were
giant
really close
thing
to
on
it.
the
That
screen
was
in the
really
audience.
They're about to
intense.
answer it.
Can't,
All right.
can't you tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We got perhaps a couple of big things coming into Kings Canyon at the start of Season 2.
My dream.
Okay.
So
My dream!
keep your eyes peeled over the next month. See what you can find out.
So if I were to, like,
Unleash
ask
the
you,
Titans.
Not the Titans. Talk about those creatures.
What's your dream?
There's no
The
way to
big,
tell
so
you.
the map has big flying
Man, I'm
creatures
just
off
holding
in the
out all day
distance.
out
Yeah.
here, man. This is
And they're
not,
just
this is
gonna
not
be
fair.
on the
Well,
map
Drew,
now.
Thank
You're
you
gonna
so
get a
much.
Titan,
Guys,
dude. You gotta
Apex
take 'em
Legends
down.
Season 2. Let's go. July 2nd could not
Drop
get
it.
here
Drop
soon
the Titan.
enough. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, come check out Apex Legends at EA Play for your first chance to get hands-on with Watson, as well as all the other great Apex Legends things happening here. And for those of you at home, Double XP weekend is going on right now, so jump into the Legendary Hunt
Double
event
XP.
and start earning those
Enticing
amazing
you.
exclusive skins. I'm Golden
I'll
Boy.
never
It's
get
been a
old.
blast talking Apex
Double
Legends with you all
Double
here today, and I'll
XP
see
for
you
a game
in
you
the
love
arena.
is the best. Like when I'm
Feels
knee
good.
deep in Call of Duty and it's double XP, oh, it feels good.
I mean, it's a huge advantage.
Huge.
I think that was actually pretty good. I think that was a good half hour of Apex Legends.
That was 100% positive. Everything they added and are adding and are changing is good.
Is 4 legendary skins enough for a season pass?
4?
Yeah.
That seems good because then he also said you can earn currency to buy one of your choosing if you get all the way up. So you'd get 5, right?
I guess yeah. The count counts as
They
5.
did say
Sure.
there's
about
4.
you have enough
There's 4 in the
Yeah.
battle pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then if you get 5, one of your choice, that's really good. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're getting rid of the trackers. It was like these really annoying trackers where it's like you have 500 knife kills with this character.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
And that was like a battle pass tier unlocking that tracker.
Right, for
So
that
it's-
particular character.
Yeah, so it's just
filler.
a ton of
Super
filler.
yeah.
Getting rid of that and adding 3 different things. I assume there's like dances probably coming and more emotes.
Are emotes currently not
So-
a thing you can unlock?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did
No, there's
not-
emotes. There's emotes.
Right. I
Yeah.
think the 3 new things are going to be 3 new things.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to think they're going to be filler.
Tags maybe? Like spray paints?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
A ton of new info on
I
Apex
wonder if
Legends
like little
Season 2,
phrases
including a new
too
battle
that you
pass,
can like do to your
first
teammates.
details on ranked
on
mode,
top of
and
emotes,
the
just
official
like,
reveal of the
"Help me."
newest legend, Watson. I'm Greg Miller here at
I'm over
EA
here.
Play, where gamers
My
are getting a
father
chance
is
to test
dead.
drive the newest
Help.
legend right now. Stick around, because up next we've got Julia Hardy and Adam Freeman giving us the dirty details on Battlefield 5, including looks at a ton of new maps, exciting updates, and details on a new theater of war. All that's moments away, so keep it locked.
Let's do it.
Keep it live.
Show me the deets. So hopefully Battlefield takes a page from Apex there.
Yeah, good
'Cause
presentation.
that was good stuff.
Like
Yeah.
updates. Yeah.
And like we know he messed up is really fun too.
Mm-hmm. So no Andrew
Wilson. I think you're right. I think he's just like hanging out in a nice air-conditioned room right now.
Yeah.
Just checking it out, watching the Twitch reactions.
Yeah. He's definitely
He's
checking
walk-
Twitch.
he's
chat.
walking
What can they do the Firestorm though to make it more appealing?
I think that currently you can't do squads. Is that correct? Anyway,
You're asking the wrong person.
maybe chat would know.
Yeah, chat. Let us know.
I think they might have added squads.
Okay.
You can do squads.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way they did this graphic is interesting.
Yeah,
where
you
they
can do
just kind of gray
squads.
things out a little.
Backpacks. They got to add backpacks. They just got to copy
Um,
that from Call of Duty.
There was no separate. I would like a separate progression. There's no.
Got you, because it's tied
Oh,
to the other
Yeah,
multiplayer.
give me a
That's,
completely separate progression to make it stand on its own, rather than just another mode within all of Battlefield 5.
Got you.
It's interesting you have to put the ESRB. Each game's got a different one.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
I like the tractor. Yeah, tractor running over again.
God, I wish Brad and I had streamed this more, because when Brad and I got into a tank together, it
welcome to
was
the Battlefield
pure
5
magic.
show, live from EA
Unstoppable force. So many kills, dude. No one could bring us down.
New info on some of the great
Who was
updates
driving?
coming to Battlefield
I was
5
driving.
in 2019.
He was like shooting and repairing too. He would like get out and repair
My
it.
co-host, he
It
reads
was
all of your tweets, and I do
insanity.
actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield community manager Adam Freeman, what have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team, but as you know, I'm a fan. And I know you guys are a fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour,
That was a very like
we're
hair
going to be
club
bringing
for
you
men
content
moment.
that's coming to you over the
I'm
next
not
year.
only
So
the
we've heard what you
president,
want.
I'm a
So,
member.
Today, you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features we know you've been screaming out for, and the arrival of a new theatre of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall. So, when Chapter 4 Define the Odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff. So let's get to it. Over to you, Julia.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
The new maps.
Marita.
Yes. That's all we want.
The Battle of Greece continues.
So this is
On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis
time of
army
day.
sweeping through the region.
Man, the volume of their videos is really inconsistent.
how they do this.
You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within
It's
the
like,
tight
yeah, try
streets
and
of a
come up
rural
there.
town.
Try and get us.
The Allies control the town, but Axis troops are already on its fringes.
Can I go in all these interiors?
I feel like this isn't that different than what they had
You better be
in
able
the trailer.
Although they're not
road
showing
down
it yet.
to the
Kinda
village
like,
is
why aren't they
crucial.
showing it?
I
And you
think
must
the
fight to hold
the
here
hilliness
or
is what
risk losing
separates it.
control
From
of
it.
the region. You'll always have
Yeah, it's
tactical
kind of,
choices.
yeah, you're
Quarters, nooks
pushing
and
up.
crannies.
You're
Yeah.
basically
No,
pushing
no, but
up.
I mean, they had a trailer with
Keep
these
an eye out
in it
for
already.
The
Oh.
Marita is an infantry-focused.
You mean that recent one?
Where all four
Yeah.
soldier
Gotcha.
classes
I
will
kind of
be
like
able
want
to
like a
shine.
Resident Evil game.
Tanks and aircraft will stand aside
Resident
for
Evil 4
intense
bot.
infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets. Hills and multi-story homes means unique vertical gameplay.
There we go, indoors. There we go.
Stay alert in this steep
Oh my gosh,
environment
this
as the
map
Battle of
is
Greece
A+.
rages on.
Yo, this bridge could be important.
A+. A+ map. So much high ground. Just sitting in a window.
Yeah.
Dude.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita looks amazing. What was the map's inspiration?
Well, I think the team in LA that put this together, and they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this stuff. So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war. And it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village. Before,
Not anymore.
Wasn't
before
this
these
game all
guys all
about
show up. And
environmental
it's
destruction?
quite a different experience
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Mercury. It's sort
The
of
bridge,
a
I don't know
totally
if you
different
can
style of
take
gameplay that you would
But
have
the
seen in the
buildings.
game before.
Could you get
So
a
what kind of
vehicle
gameplay are we
to the
talking about? What's
top
happening?
there
Well, so
by the
this is
fortress
going to be
and drive it
a
off?
heavily
Did we see
infantry-focused
any
map.
vehicles in
So
this-
as
in
Mr.
this
Battlefield
map?
likes to
I don't
put,
know
this
if
is
you can get
total
that.
Anybody
creative
piloting one?
chaos,
No.
so
I
you're
haven't
just going to
seen
see
any.
some
I love that.
Might be an
absolute
infantry map.
Creative
tight.
Yeah,
chaos.
they said
Yeah.
it was more infantry.
So what we
Yeah.
get there is just head-on, just collisions in the middle of this map, and it's sort of what we tried to do with all the new maps that we've been creating, spending a lot of time to figure out
looks
how do
perfect
we
to
make
like
each
get
one of them
behind
different. So when
one.
players
Maybe
go
a
in and
Jeep
play
with
with
some
these
Jeeps
maps,
and stuff.
it just has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create
Maybe
that
a
different
rally
experience
car.
for them. So this one has, I guess for lack of a better way of putting it, sort of a banana shape
Yes,
to it.
in World War II, a rally car.
And that
Did
banana
you like
shape
their
sort of.
fruit?
Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think. Obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles and sort of creates this sort of narrow channels for people to just run head on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But it
That's
gives
what we want, though. That's what we want, that
feels a
kind of
little
chaos.
narrow.
But most
Yeah, it's
importantly,
kind of more
we
of
need to
a
know, like, we can
Call of
talk all
Duty
days,
thing,
but
dude.
when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4. So stay tuned.
Nice.
And I think some
Good.
people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right,
Keep 'em
Freeman,
coming. Keep the
who's
maps
we've
coming.
stuck up there for no other
Want
reason
20
than, well,
maps
my
by
own
the end of
entertainment,
2019.
has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen, we have more maps.
You got some laughs.
So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan. It's coming in Chapter 4.
Yeah, now this is the vehicle map area.
Okay.
Oh,
The
this is the
fight
one where I
moves
think
to the North
allies
African
have
desert in a vast
ground,
new map for Battlefield
Axis
5.
have
Al Sundan.
planes.
Oh.
Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and
Look at this
contrasting
river.
harsh environments. Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over
Airbase,
possession
you're
of
totally
these
right, here.
critical points.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
look, here we go.
In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story under no
Yes.
flag
Oh, I
and
love
doubled
that.
down on air and
Engineer
land vehicle
class,
combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles
Oh,
in tight
that's a
interior
tense takeoff.
areas. Al Sundan is classic Battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
Yeah, this to me is more of a Battlefield thing.
It's about having the variety.
Yeah.
Sure. You know? Like
That's
playing those
amazing.
back
So
to back,
obviously Al Sundan
so
was
fun,
adapted
so
from, Under No
different.
Flag. So
I
tell
got
us
you.
a little
know?
bit about what that process
makes sense to me.
was like.
Yeah, so usually, when the guys, when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a lot of
Yo, look at
potential from a
RTX ray
multiplayer
tracing
perspective as well. So
water.
when we finished the game
Dude,
originally,
Battlefield
the
5
team
ray
wanted to sort of
tracing
sit down
showpiece.
and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into what could be an amazing Battlefield map. It's huge. This is
very
a really
wide.
big map. This is your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox map. This is where you're going to see, tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. it's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It would make it
definitely. And so how do I kind of adjust my strategy? Because it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time because there's so much to get through. We've got so many announcements. When can we get our hands on Al Sandan?
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice,
so
nice.
2 in June now?
Now we've got a couple
No,
of
the
surprises
other one's
to
July,
come.
but they're both
before
in
we get
July.
into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Excellent, dude. Keep them coming.
Whoa.
Get up close and personal.
Water. Look at
Yes.
this.
Chapter 4, Defying
like
the
New
Odds.
England?
New and intense close
Yeah.
quarters
Massachusetts.
are coming to Battlefield
There's a lot of
5.
Actually, no, this is like what,
World War
Norway?
II action
By
in New
popular
England.
demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, specially tailored for intimate
France.
infantry combat. The new battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways. Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to
I
victory.
like that. Just a cardboard.
Adaptation.
Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
This one's not ready yet.
I just want to but just looking at it's good enough.
Yeah. Battlefield pros making plans.
Yeah, they're like already yep. We got the meta figured out already.
Now, to help us break down these new maps,
There's new
Brian
maps
and I
every
are
month.
joined by
amazing.
Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson.
That was
I think you made that up yourself. Oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that
so I'm
happens.
the big person
Do you want to
leaving
take over
behind.
this one for
Sure.
the start?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different.
That will
to
be the
two
only
maps we've already
Firestorm
shown
mention
so
of the
far
whole
today.
show.
Tell us about them.
Sadly, yeah.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes, like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able
Yeah,
to
I mean,
give
that would be great
you know,
just to get the lay of the land.
I think you can create
what you
a
say, the
private
intimate
game
combat.
for yourself,
Oh,
actually.
and just
yeah,
that
we
way.
did that on a
Yeah.
t-shirt.
That's awesome.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of the sort of like key strategies then when you're playing
But
close quarters on this map?
as we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play. And so, sticking together and not leaving anybody behind like Mr. Freeman over here. Unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if you
being
want to leave him behind? Can you?
Then it's acceptable. I think.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful maps.
There'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw,
I just go to one of
Lofoten,
those houses and just chill
Serenity,
there.
beautiful
Just
Nordic
like look out the water
countryside,
and be like,
but then
everyone
kind
else
of
you can
ripped
fight and
open
just have a
with
good time.
gunfire and
I'm
everything,
chilling on a
amongst
balcony.
villas
My retirement
and
home.
factory equipment. And then
It's honestly better for your
Provence,
team.
Yeah?
I plan to take
Whoa!
my wife there, put
What?
sticks on the square.
Wait,
Stop
what?
going places you want to take your family.
Photo
Wait,
bomb.
what?
Take Brian.
Yeah, take him into it.
What?
Flanking rounds, and it's the smaller maps.
If that had
really
been
allows
someone
you
from
to
Sony, they would have
master
stolen
every
the show.
I mean,
Oh, that
again,
was
we could go on
awesome.
and
I
on
wanna
about
believe
all
he's
of
a
these maps,
gentleman
but, We've got
thief.
one more map to
Just
show off,
showing
and I want
off.
to make sure we have time to get through
Stealing
it.
those
But
pics.
first, Lars,
Yep.
you brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates. We know that you've all
I bet
been waiting
he
for.
actually
So
went over and asked
you're excited
somebody
about
and they
this
said,
one.
yeah, sure, go
Lars,
ahead.
you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I am working.
just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank. Private games. Let's talk max rank. What
I
can you
really
tell
hope
us?
I want him to just like
We
be on the
do
TV
know,
behind them
it's
now.
been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness that there are players out there
Yeah,
too
where's
skilled
Satoshi?
who
Click
maxed
that.
out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now
That will appear
taken
in
the
the
max
highlight
rank from
reels.
50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
Is that nice?
So trivia journey for
Because people ran out of
moving
coins to earn because they were max
It's a
rank.
grind train, but what are people getting
So
if
now you
they're
can
on
keep
it?
earning
Yeah, what are we
currency
getting?
for
We're all
a
in.
really long
We
time.
want the goodies. So
But
to start with, already from
For
rank
what?
51,
what?
Just for
you
cosmetics.
will be granted
like
company
your
points
guns
for
and
every
your
rank up.
other
But
things
then
are their
at
own
every-
progression. Your
we call
account
them milestone
level.
ranks.
Got you.
You know, every
Yeah.
50th rank,
Cool.
you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, you know, that the world domination. That's all.
It's already happening.
August is the time. So
Brilliant.
it's almost here.
Almost here.
So world domination for Lars by August.
Yeah, sorry, I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but oh, all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's our lovely community have been vocal about. And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5. So a beautiful package. It's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your
You gotta pay up
experiences.
to get private matches.
Whether you want to capture
So again,
or
you'll walk
play
through
with
those
your
areas,
friends.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Freeman,
pay up,
you
damn
can
yeah.
play with us, for sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you know, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com, and let him know.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
That is the thing, though. Like, we're not finished when we're done, right?
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see.
September?
September,
yeah.
And at that time, I mean, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So
get work
be
started.
with us and be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favorite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get to
We've got more, though, Julia. We've got more.
Well, it's just going to get a bit weird and fighty up here in a minute. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this
Metro, yeah,
is
it's
the
pretty
definition
much
of a
his
passion
Operation
project.
Metro.
So Inge on the
This
original
is what
designer
you're
for
talking
Operation
about.
Oh my
Metro.
God.
Yeah.
When we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted
Like,
to
it would not be
chaos.
uncommon for me to
just
die
truly
like
invested
40
in it. So we kind
times
of
in
went
a
down
match.
and sat down, and he came back with what was Operation Underground.
kinda just like
and
we're
when he
playing
showed
the
it to the
same, like,
team, we knew
10
Yeah, it's
we
like a
just had to make this. And I
7-second
think
loop.
Lars is sort of being part of that journey. In the
That's
beginning.
pretty
I mean,
much
you know
what
how
what
much
the
this
game
meant.
is.
Yeah, you're gonna die, respawn. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it's just that.
That's the longest amount they could actually capture before they got
Early on,
shot.
it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, where do you want to fight?
Fun.
Everything from
That's fun.
subway to shopping mall to God knows
That's why
everywhere.
maps are so important.
And
'cause
then the
it
team
really
started,
affects
or
how you play
someone
Battlefield.
smart, not me, apparently.
Map is
said,
so crucial.
I only get to pick one.
Yeah.
So they started to pick a number of them, and I think Inge then chose 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and kind of the bank area in the city.
Like a kind
And
of
that-
scene tapas. I mean, you don't want one meal, you want 3 lots of meals all in
More
one
is
meal.
always better, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you can see, when you see kind of it spinning in behind us here, you can see the true inspiration. But what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original Metro and started to provide especially a lot of flanking routes so that you can kind of move around and be smart about it. And tons of easy to spot ones, but also
Everyone
the
loves
most
a
sneaky
sneaky
ones.
flank.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
loves
I
the
think- I
sneaky
think,
flank.
you know, this
Cheeky,
is
high on the
sneaky
menu.
flank.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like
Sneaky,
this is
sneaky
not
flank.
Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, at street level and narrow streets, and you go down into where you see in the video here with the subway cars are and into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's
When
the
do we
big
play?
question for today. Is just when,
When?
and
Wait a bit.
when.
October, between chapter 4 and 5.
Look at
This
this.
is
Yeah,
Every month.
yeah.
Every month.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
You know what I want to be able to do?
Yeah.
I
I know
want
I
to be able
can't
to
wait for
flip a
October.
switch
I have a
that
cracking
makes
time
everybody in
playing
the
the
train
playtest.
go
I'm
away.
so looking forward to everyone else getting to play it too.
Just send them off the map.
Then they go to the other map.
Sorry, those are the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got 2
Activate
months
the
to get through.
third
so I
rail.
stop talking. We've got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never-before-seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
And this is fall then, right? Because we got to the end of summer.
We got to October.
Okay.
Before.
Yep, there you go.
Poof. That's exactly what was in the trailer.
That M1
There we
Garrison
go.
noise. You hear that? Everyone wants it.
Oh, this is real. I was like, wow, that looks really good.
To the Pacific. The
Concept
team at DICE are
exploration.
hard at work creating an
Yeah, they
iconic
got the
World
trips,
War II
they
experience.
take photos.
Releasing this fall with Chapter
Man,
5.
they work really hard on Battlefield 5.
As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima.
Just want to.
Since Battlefield began,
Go on a
the
boat,
Pacific Theater has
fight
been
on the
part
water.
of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate
Was it
reimagining of
1946?
1942.
by
42.
capturing real-life
OG.
environments
Yeah.
and
Oh
using
my
the power of
gosh.
Frostbite. We're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology.
Getting chills.
Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores, and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory.
They are.
We have a lot more to share about
You
the
always
Pacific
wonder, like,
and how it will evolve
do they present
Battlefield
this
5
differently
later in the year.
different countries?
Stay tuned.
Because of the perspective. So it's like, yeah, you get these Americans like charging
Okay,
in.
most importantly,
Yeah.
you
You
went
played
on like
Japan
a
as
bunch
well?
of like research trips. Like, let's
Yeah,
find
it
out
was
more
kinda like
about
lure
that.
from the-
Oh,
the
let's set the
American
net one
side
in
there. So, like, you
Tahiti.
take the pictures of
Yeah,
Japan,
that's right.
like,
It's
oh,
hard
it's
work.
like
I know it's amazing how many people
I
are
do not
willing
think they show
to
that in
make that
Japan.
extra effort to go to Hawaii
Oh,
in
yeah.
January in Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one for the
But
team,
obviously, I mean, this is the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
Dude, that ship with the
Yeah.
doors that open the boat out.
That's so
the
cool.
beard
That's
comes
really
from.
cool.
Yeah, 1,000 yards in there.
No, but jokes aside, it's having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, the Pacific Theater, and already
Crazy.
when we started to talk
It
about
has
this
been a
game,
long
the
time.
journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943. We've been there before. But,
So they're going to support it a whole extra
this
year.
is in a new way.
Yeah.
And I think
I think
the
like
great
this time
thing, I mean,
next
we
year,
hear a lot
maybe
from
the next
community,
Battlefield
and I know,
game.
you
But,
know,
like,
we
they're gonna
we
keep
have these
putting stuff
discussions.
into
We've
it.
got where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And getting to sit here in LA today and tell everybody that it's coming. Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter
Nice.
5. Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see, and as you say, in some that as you can hear from the
That
ping
feels
and
like
the
a whole
trailer,
expansion,
some
honestly.
iconic weapons and things as well.
My grand. It's
Yeah.
It
coming,
feels
right?
like this, like a
We're living for the
big
ping,
expansion.
so-
Right, I think
We
calling
wouldn't
it
go
Chapter
to
5
Iwo
is a
Jima
mistake.
without
It is,
honestly
yeah.
weaponry
Yeah,
and the
honestly.
hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also, after all, it's
For a game that could
Battlefield,
use a
so
little
of course
rejuvenation
There
as
will be a new set
well,
of
like-
vehicles, and
Totally.
we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious warfare. So there's tons of new stuff and new gameplay to look forward to.
And beautiful locations that
Very
you
beautiful
ultimately
locations.
destroy beyond recognition.
Well,
how we
Lars
do
and
it.
Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
Yeah.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I
Let's walk
don't
around
blame
the
you
island.
because honestly
Nice.
there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back at the balcony if I...
Yeah, go on, get up there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new theatre of war to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for, an increase in max rank from 50 to 500, and private games. Also, one final announcement.
That's such a huge
Starting
jump.
today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can
Well done.
probably stay
think
down
there's
here
another
with
map
the,
in
on the
August,
adults
right?
table,
Maybe
whatever.
Poor guy.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield
The
show.
one that just
Yeah,
the
I'm
concept
Julia
of
Hardy.
the 3 maps.
And if
They
you're in the
said
Los
the-
Santos area, be
that's
sure
the
to come and
private
visit us
server
in
stuff.
person
It's like that or
at EA
September.
Play. Goodbye.
Private servers are September.
So private servers are for everyone. You don't have to pay up for those. That's not part of season pass or anything.
Correct. I
Cool.
think you had to pay now, but they're making it free.
Got it. Cool. Neat.
Boom.
Okay.
Woo.
So yeah, we should wrap these guys up while they figure out what.
Do you think
whether
that
there's a green light on the Nintendo stuff or not?
Sure.
Light.
Will FIFA have a new story mode?
But yeah, Star Wars, Apex, and Battlefield. What do you think versus a press conference?
This was good for them. This was good for EA. They didn't embarrass themselves out there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think without having announcements, it makes sense. Especially because they've been, I mean, like one of our biggest criticisms of EA has been that when they announce things, like they're not actually showing us anything. They're showing us a bunch of people in offices working on like little bits of things that don't look that interesting.
Like that Criterion game that just flat out got canceled.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the whole Pacific announcement. Imagine if that was under a press conference with just like concept art.
Yeah.
We'd be like,
Them
that's
walking
not
through
good.
the jungle, like.
Yeah.
But it was like the culmination of all these other updates
Yeah.
leading to that, and it was like, okay, that's good. So.
Yeah. Because the reason it worked was because they kept, specifically Apex Legends and Battlefield, these are old games, but all the information they doled out was important information and positive information about the state of those games. So.
And I think the couches help with the deep dives.
Yeah. Like the deep dives worked.
Yeah, I think, well, the deep dive for Star Wars was a little flat, but they got technical with Apex Legends, and I really appreciated that. Battlefield 5 as well. Just like we are talking directly to our audience.
Yes.
And I liked that part about it.
Yep.
We'll go through some more things specifically before we get too far ahead of ourselves. We have brought back the sweetest moment this year from Sweet Justice.
Yes.
I
have a proposition.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
I think the Sweet Justice sweetest moment is when Cal stopped a pulse and then threw the stormtrooper
Into
who
his
shot
own-
that
Yep.
pulse
Yep.
into his own pulse.
I immediately wrote that down. Sweetest moment. Like
That's
that.
pretty much it.
I
That's
knew
the
there
winner.
wasn't going to be anything else.
Great. Okay.
Yep, that's the winner.
I was
Lock
watching
it.
for more, but I was like, that's it.
That's our
Lock
Sweet Justice
it in.
sweetest moment. No question. That was a sweet moment, man.
Yeah.
And also, thank you to everyone watching. We are primarily fan supported. If you go to patreon.com/easyallies, you can find out how to join up and make all of this happen. It is only because of our viewer support that we're able to do this. And for just $1 a month, you get exclusive shows like Achieve It Yourself, which we've been doing the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll be continuing after E3.
Spoiler
And
mode.
there's also $5 early access to some of our podcasts and things. But yeah, we'll be going, like, this is just the start. It looks like we're green light on Nintendo. And then we don't know, what?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
We'll have to double check on, we'll look on that for you all and figure out if we're going to do that or not.
I'll call Doug.
Yeah, Doug Bowser.
Yeah, I got it.
Doug Bowser would be like,
Doug, can we?
only if you let me make a joke.
Okay.
Bowser joke.
He's making a
He's making a
joke.
Bowser joke. So.
Right.
He's making so many Bowser jokes.
But yeah, so I mean, if we can do Nintendo, we'll be going straight into this Mario Maker Invitational, and then we'll be going into the Smash Brothers at 2:00.
Yep.
To see if they reveal any new characters. Is the main reason we're going into Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like a 3v3 tournament's a little jokey.
Right.
It's got it got some interesting format stuff for that. But we'll you can check out the rest of our schedule for today as well as tomorrow. We'll have that for you, so you can see all of our upcoming coverage as well.
EasyAllies.com has your local times.
You can check out there too.
But yeah, tomorrow primarily will be the Xbox conference in the morning, or actually more afternoon. It's like 1 o'clock
maybe?
they start. And then Bethesda is after that, and then Devolver is coming in right after Bethesda.
There's nothing between Xbox and Bethesda?
We'll be streaming, like maybe if we got any impressions from Brad and Jones.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they saw anything different than what we saw here.
They did. They saw some secrets, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And we'll be streaming some shadow drops. You know, anything
Oh,
gets
from
shadow
Xbox?
dropped.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There will
I don't know if we're
at
going to be
least
set
one
up to
shadow
do that,
drop.
but
Yep, we'll set it up. We'll hook it up. Because we have the game room. Like we have a feed to the game room. We could set that up.
I'm not 100% confident in that. But
Count
sure.
on it.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
Kyle's gonna make promises and like what?
And then what's Monday?
And then Monday we've got PC gaming show, which tends to have some like last year Maneater. Remember Maneater showing
Shark
up?
Maneater.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Yakuza
Shark
6.
RPG.
Guaranteed Yakuza 6
Oh, yeah, I think
PC.
that'll be in there.
Lock it in.
How many comments on their feed will be about the Epic Game Store sponsorship? Like
a large amount.
Yeah. Will people like the Epic Game Store more? Sorry, Ian's giving us the wrap it up. Will people like the Epic Game Store more after the PC gaming show?
I don't
No.
think that'll make any
No,
difference
I think
to
it's a big
them.
difference. I think people are gonna like it more.
But yeah, we'll have to schedule stuff for you. But we're gonna go check this out real quick. And one way or the other, we will be back.
Right back.
We'll either be back with coverage or we'll be back to give you an update on what's going on. So we will see you in just a few minutes.